Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is Timelines Talk. Featuring guest stars, Lorth action figure collector, Kapla, It Stars and Garden. Also featuring Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Look out, it's Automaton 2000. And now, the man with the chatter, he doesn't have a bladder. Here's your host, Captain Idol.
Yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Timelines Talks, the premium exclusive #1 show for all things Star Trek Timelines. I am Captain Idol, as always, joined by my two regular hosts, Stars and Garters, Automaton 2000, Big McLarge, Huge is here with us, and also very special welcome to one of our best community members that we have on the site, Racing Liners. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello! Thank you so much for having me.
It's an absolutely brilliant. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good. Yeah. A bit nervous, but we'll be fine, I'm sure.
So that's every week.
All of our past guests are like, Idol never called me one of the best. I wonder what's different.
Well, Listen, no. The reason we've invited Racing here is so we can subtly turn this into Star Trek Online talks, and then we can just start talking about the new Tier 6 ships and lockboxes. And the latest event. No.
Oh yeah.
The what now?
It's that other game, the Star Trek game with gameplay. Anyway,
I'm only familiar with tiers that go the other direction. I mean, not.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. Guys, we've got a fully packed show tonight. We're going to be running over things from the charity show, talking about Mission Chicago and what Star Trek Timelines has in store there. We're going to talk about the server updates, the objective event, the new First Contact crew, as well as the new event crew, and maybe some Timelines Talks originals, and maybe a little bit of picturing in what the dub later, because it went so catastrophically wrong on the charity day last week. First off, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart from everyone that donated on the stream and continue to donate after the stream as well. We've got a total of £2,572. That works out at about $3,300, I think, something like that, which smashes our
Freedom units.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. From last year about $900. It's absolutely outstanding. Thank you, everyone. Donation link is still active, so please, if you still know someone that wants to donate, we'll keep that open for a while. But I'm absolutely humbled. I've had some feedback from Mind. They said it was absolutely fantastic, and thank you for donating those. That this money will go to a good cause. So we had a really good time on the recap, didn't we? I think it was shocking how quick that stream felt for me doing it, because as I looked at the clock, by the time we finished doing What the Dub, when it was all cocking up, and I was just like, oh, it's 2:00 in the morning. Oh, I better go to bed.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not been 9 hours, has it, surely?
Yeah, because I was able to watch the bulk of it, and I also did not realise I had watched nearly 9 hours of streaming, but it was absolutely amazing. You guys, once again, went to town for everything. You've done a really brilliant job, so well done, guys. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So well done.
We got
We're only as good as our community.
We are, which is one of our famed members. Also, should we go through some donations, because we say we've got a list of sort of people we want to shout out and sort of pay special mention to.
Yes, that list happens to be literally everyone who donated, so buckle up, folks. Before I do that, though, thanks for everyone who reached out to Idle and myself and the other guests on the stream, too. It was a little bit therapeutic sharing that day, and it was nice to hear. So I think we left off with Luxie, who says, keep up the good work. Nobleman DK, Adrar, the lady formerly known as Mrs. Monkey, who says, loved Rocket Man. Celestial Collector, who says, special thanks to Idle and Otto for sharing their mental health stories. Hopefully it encourages others in the community to speak up if and when they're struggling. The stream was top tier as ever. Fantastic effort and brilliant cause, guys. Thank you, Celestial Collector. Thank you, Cranky, who says this is a donation for Cranky because he's a great admiral, a great person, a great everything, and thank you to him for the Bob Picardo video.
Oh.
And from Geno Sedanian, noted Timelines Talks historian, he says, for Puffcast listeners, I assume you meant podcast listeners, thank you for all you gentlemen do. You're the most influential players in the history of Star Trek Timelines. That being said, eat cold pizza, count your sinks, cite your Braxtons, and know your memes from The Office and Parks and Recreation, and follow the traits. Boy, that guy uses a whole character limit. Thank you, Dennis.
Can I just note that he actually gave himself the title of Timelines Talks historian? We didn't issue that.
That explains a lot. That explains everything.
Genos is a noted nerd, it's true.
It's true.
Okay, let me go down this list here. Starting at the top, 7-6 Suda, once again, he got the show started off right, just like last year. 200, okay, what are these called? Great British Pounds? That's what I call them.
Just
Is
called
that
pounds,
actually
mate.
what?
Pounds sterling.
Yeah.
There's a G and a B in there somewhere. 200 Great British Pounds from 7-6 Suited. The
Sterling,
Timeline Talk
darling, it's
subscribers. Shut up. 176 pounds from these subs over the last few
Real
months.
money.
Thank you,
You
everyone.
can call it that
Yes.
if you like.
16. All right, let me get through this list because it's got 5,000 names on it. 160 pounds from Low Cost Monkey. =J =132. Cold 132. Sorry, I get caught up there. Best Efforts 120 pounds. Frank 103 pounds. Captain Mackenzie Calhoun 100 pounds. Captain Mahomes 100 pounds. Dangavan 100 pounds. Flurate B 100 pounds. Fragrance Fee Vaseline 100 pounds. Cranky 70 pounds, and the Robert Picardo message. So thank you to all of our
Guys.
top donators. You guys did incredible.
And just to,
Also, yes.
I was just gonna say again, like we said at the beginning of the stream, it's not about how much you donate. Even if you donate £100, £5, £1, or just show up for the stream, or just tell some friends about it. We're all grateful for every one of you. And this isn't just us just sort of like trying to say you should have donated to get on this list. No, this is us sort of just shouting out some notable names, but for every single person that donated for as little or as much as they could.
Don't worry, everyone's on the list.
you're on the list.
No, okay, no name namer. Auto Nifty, Pow and Nero and Bimbus, WRG Joe, thank you Joe, Cairo, Scholar, Bossy Pants, Evan and Kitty Cat Simon of Wales, Duran, Noffenoff, Adrar, Just Joseph, Methos the Elder, Captain Buster, Captain Bear Paddington, Captain Idol, I wonder who that is, Celestial Collector, Gobolds 07, Plain Simple Garrick, Ronaldo, Sims, Smock Telly, Heli, Stars and Garters, thank you Cranky, the lady formerly known as Mrs. Monkey, Tsunkatse, Siete and Asimov, Falcon Cat, Walt Koenig, Agent Danielle, Genesis Daniel, Nobleman DK, Rev Demar, Racing Liners, Ran Aaron, Eric Nelson, Luxie, Shia Porn, and Anonymous. So thank you everyone. That was a true community effort there.
Stunning effort. Absolutely smashed our goals. I think Big, you were saying you wanted to be there, didn't you? You had a bit of an unfortunate turn, didn't you?
Lord. Okay,
We had you planned for some sections, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I was literally written on the schedule, and as close as the day before the event, I was like, oh, my schedule was actually opening up. Not for the greatest reasons. A lot of my family had been getting sick, so we had plans that we basically had to cancel because I was the only healthy person in the house, so not a great day to go to the museum or anything.
No.
Yeah, and then just to add insult to injury, the night before the charity stream, I got it too. And, not to get too graphic, but I think the way I said it on our chat was that I just returned my breakfast and lunch to the great material continuum. So,
Oh no.
and so it was rough, and it absolutely killed me because I really wanted to be a part of this. Not just because it was the last year's was a blast and that there was so much fun stuff planned for this year, but because mental health is something that is a part of my life every day. I have married into a family that have all got varying levels of depression, some more diagnosed than others, some more managed than others. And it's something that has been part of my life for, more than a decade now. And we've worked together because I love my wife so much, and we have worked, and the amazing strides that we've made in the last decade, and that she's been. I'm sorry. Well, the whole reason that I wanted to say anything at all is because I actually didn't even watch the very beginning of the charity stream because I knew it was going to be heavy. And then I went back and watched it when I thought I was going to be ready to see it. And it was maybe one of what Idol and Otto did at the beginning of the show was one of the most heroic things that I've seen anybody just step up and do in a long time, maybe ever. And it really affected me because, again, like I said, it's become such a thing that's top of mind to me. And there was another aspect of mental health and care that kind of flies under the radar, and that is people that are like our family or wanting to help people that are struggling, and that that they're struggling, and you want to do everything that you can to help them. And anybody that deals with a mental health issue would know that it's not a straight line. It's like there are big ups and downs, and I should have written this down because I feel like I'm talking all over myself. But what I didn't realize was in the path that we took to help make things better, little by little, and I didn't even realize it, it was taking me down. So it was because the way that my therapist had described it to me after I finally saw that there was something that I needed to do for myself was that, I was in a boat that was designed to carry me and float me down the river of life, kind of mentally. And now I was trying to carry two people in it. And it was starting to slowly take on water. And then slowly, if I didn't do anything about it, I was going to go under too. And it's with the best of intentions, but there's two aspects of it. One is that you want to do everything you can for partners that are hurting and need help, but you also need to understand when you are at the limits of what you're able to do as an unlicensed, unprofessional, enthusiastic amateur, and that professional help is required, and to start seeking that out, and that you're not failing them to do that. And so, I don't know, I think I just kind of talked in a big circle, but I felt like I needed to say that. And
I mean, that kind of that is the sort of symptomatic of it, really. Like when you talk in a circle about it, that's how you feel. You feel like you're going around in circles sometimes, don't you? So that's completely understandable.
And then just as a viewer because I was forced to be a viewer this time, between last year and this year, last year was phenomenal. And, not all of us have children, but we all can see what the benefit to helping children are. But this year, mental health, especially over the last couple of years, if anybody is saying that they have not been affected mentally by what has happened the last couple of years, I would be it'd be hard for me to believe them. So, and just the response that has come over the last few days from the charity stream, just from this community here, it's like, it feels like the start of something big, because everybody is reaching out to each other now and talking in meaningful, sincere ways. We're always good for jokes. Everybody's good for jokes. And that's sustained us for a very long time. But this feels like something meaningful, where we can actually talk to each other as grown adults with feelings and emotions that may not have any other way to get them out and share them. And so this has been a really affecting few days for me, and I think for everybody. And I'm hoping this is something that we can keep going. And I love the show. I love everything that we're doing. We're going to do a bunch of fun stuff around it, but I hope that that's a thread that we can continue on for the rest of as long as we're all together.
Definitely. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
Well said.
Yes.
Last year, basically, Idle and I picked the charity, and we looked at several ones, and we thought, I had missed a friend having a child, and Idle had missed
My
it was
nephew.
a death in the family.
Oh,
Yeah,
and that as well.
because,
My nephew being born and a death in the family. Yeah.
Yeah, but because of COVID restrictions, and so that's why we picked a child's charity, because it's hard enough to get enough company and attention in the hospital at the best of times, but with COVID regulations in place, that was an essential thing. And then again this year with mine being chosen, I think that was a direct response to the community saying, okay, this is the right charity for the right time right now, and so they picked a good one and definitely responded with in a big way. So thank you everyone for that.
No, very much. I think I've had so many messages from various people saying thanks for doing this, thanks for the support, and thanks for sharing. And I think there's a lot of people out there, and thank you, Big, for sharing your part. With all that. And I was going to say as well, Racing Liner, since you're here, is there anything you wanted to say on it? Please, you've got the floor with us now.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think to echo what a lot of everyone else has said, like mental health stuff, you can't not be affected by it. Like either you will go through something, or people will go through something, or sometimes it will be both. And it covers so many different circumstances. Because my dad passed away when I was 10. And I was very fortunate that afterwards I got counselling for it. Which was actually provided by a charity in the UK called Children in Need, which do a lot of amazing work. And while I didn't appreciate it at the time, if I hadn't had that counselling, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. There's obviously still, it's not, it's one of those things that it's always going to carry with me. That kind of, to have that happen to someone so young, it is always going to affect you in some way. But I genuinely, that counselling helped me so much in ways I cannot even fathom, not then and not even now. So sometimes professional help is the answer, and there is no shame in that, and there's no shame to saying something's not right and I want to fix it. So just reach out to charities like mine or whatever the equivalent is in your country. Reach out, get help. You will feel so much better for it. So, yeah. That's it.
No, that's fine. Thank you. I don't know how to segue away from it.
Yeah, it's here's
okay.
Where you earn your big bucks. You're figuring out a segue out of this.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Space shenanigans. Pew pew.
So, speaking of Romulan birds of prey, let's talk about blowing up ships in Star Trek timelines.
Yeah. No anymore. I think we'll, just to final note on this, I think we'll have some discussion on this on our Discord about sort of mental health, and maybe open up a temporary room once every quarter or something, just to sort of have a chat. Everyone wants to talk, or everyone wants to just unload. Sometimes it's just literally you don't want to talk to someone, you just want to get it all off you. It's these are all the problems with me, and I'm done. I feel good now.
Everyone needs a good vent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even because when you bottle things up, you feel it. So just get things out. Shout into the void. The void will not scream back. It's okay.
Yeah. You can't just save it all up for Festivus. You got to do it a little bit more regularly.
Precisely.
Yeah. So. I was just thinking maybe January would be a good time to do that, because everyone's seen their family. They're all wound up by seeing family they don't see everyone want to see, and it's coming so maybe we'll do it in January sometime. All right. Yeah.
She didn't like the sneakers I got her.
No, she said she liked them, but she didn't look like she liked them.
Yeah, she put the box down immediately after she opened it. It's that's never a good sign.
All right. Okay. Let's have a look. Auto, our YouTube comments section. This is our new thing we're going to do. We're going to look at people that message us on YouTube. I hope you're prepared. You look like you're not.
I am the definition of preparation. Treolfia, this is from last week's stream. Treolfia says, the idea of acknowledging YouTube comments helps me as an Australian working night shifts, daylight savings time coming up. I have to go to bed around stream start time. Yeah, it's something that we talk about all the time because most of us are in Europe doing the show, and I know it kills some of our timelines as a big American player base or North American player base. So I'm glad you guys can get caught up on the VODs. He also says easiest method I've had for immortalizing objective events. That's something we covered last week. I have about a dozen purples fully geared and missing the last star, and I'll add it for the objective event. So I think with the new Uber campaign and the extra purple sites is something a lot of people are coming around on. Rather than hoarding them, they're using them a lot. Do you guys feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel like now. Sorry. If you are going to buy the ultimate track on the campaign, you're going to have enough purple citations. One, to where if you never want to buy an event pack again, with the intent of finishing the new purple crew, you don't have to, because you're going to end up with 3 every 28 days, more or less. So one, that would be a use. And then 2, if you want to just save purple crew because, and the other aspect of it is the dilution of the portal over time. It just means that you're going to have, 5, 6, even if you're doing your best to keep up, 5 or 6 portal purples just floating around in your roster with, 1,
the
2,
portal
3
purple
stars.
people eaters.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Porples. I like the word porples. Yeah. It's purples in the portal.
Porples. Yeah, porples. So that they're just going to be sitting in the bottom of your roster. You've either leveled them or not, and these citations that are coming in regularly enough now, that can easily be the fodder that you need to complete objective event stuff. If they plan to carry that forward, based on the comments that we got from Ben last time, that may not be the case.
Now, this is all very good advice, but have you considered immortalizing a dozen wolves?
Specifically a dozen?
A dozen.
They only
Actually,
come
a
in a
strong dozen.
Okay.
What do you call a dozen of wolves anyway?
A murder of wolves.
An honor.
A
An honor.
murder of wolves, of course.
A discommodation of wolves.
a dishonor of wolves.
Yeah.
And another comment from Tommy who says, being an elder in real life, I've watched the show since you guys started on YouTube. Lots of good info on here. Shout out to Battleship Muwashi. So I hope your fleet is watching there. Okay, what's up next? Captain
What's up next?
Segway.
Okay, yes. Let us do our usual thing of spinning the wheel. Thank you, everyone. That
you could win a new bird of prey.
You could win a new bird of prey. Oh my god, my layout is absolutely messed out on this screen. I will fix this before we do the spin.
God.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. I'll go over here.
You've cut us in half.
Well, I do have
Can't
to say,
actually. I don't have the stream up, so I have no idea what's going on. So
It's fine,
I'll watch
it's
it
fine.
later for the chaos.
You look fabulous. It's fine.
Oh,
We all
thank
look
you.
amazing. Right, let's spin the wheel. Who is going to win a sub for this week? For everyone that submitted show titles, let us spin it.
I gotta say, this was an all-time week for show titles. There were so many great ones.
There was
Danjavin,
some
thank you,
great
Danjavin.
ones.
Yes,
Woo!
there were some really good ones, actually. Let's read a few out, actually. Let's have a look. Let me fire up Discord. I ban myself from Discord when the show's on, otherwise I'll not pay attention to anything. Where are we? Let's have a look. So,
Incidentally called, it says, immortalizing Braxton is fun though, right stars, and best effort says, how about a dozen Braxtons? Joke's on you, still frozen.
Okay, some show
You
titles this
can't
week.
make me use him.
Nice.
This one's from Jealous. If you smell what the soul car is cooking. This one, Cranky, who won this week, was Please State the Nature of the Show Title Emergency, which I love. I think that's so good. Walt Koenig with Thanks a Million, WRG. Renarian with A Doctor a Day Keeps the S Away. Racing Liners, what was your submission? You might as well read it.
Displaced Faith of the Heart.
Nothing
Because yeah, I mean it has to be Enterprise themed with me, but because we're getting I love Enterprise. I know it's very flawed, but I love it.
No, you stand proud. It's fine.
Yeah, because obviously
You
Sorry,
just booked yourself an episode on the chill stream, so we can do a
Oh yes.
deep dive on Enterprise. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, because obviously the event this week is to compete for Archer, if I'm right in thinking. And obviously it's the start of the Displaced Mega, so 2 in 1.
Perfect.
How many copies of that Archer are you going for, out of curiosity?
I'm not going to go for him. I've only got like 11. No. Well, the thing is,
I love
bought
Archer,
my
but fuck
first-
this Archer.
no, I want this Archer so bad, but the first time I ranked in the Galaxy was Convergence Day for Lieutenant Ogawa, and I got 1 star, and that drained me of all will and enjoyment and happiness. It was awful.
Okay,
I
fair,
hate
fair.
galaxies,
Yeah.
and like, to be fair, I was very lucky in that I ranked like just within like 1,000. I was 900 and something by the end of it because I was working the last hour. And I wanted to save my crons for the skirmish. And plus, I've bought the dilithium card this month for recaps. So I'm just going to do a crap ton of recap pulls and hope for the best. So
Fingers crossed for you.
thank you.
Definitely.
I was going to say, if you're going to pick your spot to rank in a galaxy, you could have done a whole lot worse than Ogawa. That
was a good one.
Yeah,
that was-
because I had like 12,000 crons saved up by that point, and I'm like, if I'm not going to rank in a galaxy now, when am I? So, yeah.
Did you cite Ogawa?
She's 3 out of 5 at the minute, I think. Because I don't have sites to spare. I always spend them when I get them.
Okay.
So yeah, she's one of the current projects at the minute. So
With the course. Just go down the show title list. Don't do Shrek's packs from Evans of Wales. Nifty Mitten says, I bet Racing Liners nails this. Which you have to show off your nails, please.
Yes.
Please
Okay.
do.
Yes. So I'll share pictures later in the Discord because the camera quality might be a bit rubbish. But I went this week for 23rd Century.
Oh, that's so
Nice.
good. Look at that.
So I've got TOS on the index finger, Kelvin on the middle finger, and then Strange New Worlds on the ring finger. Because obviously all the badges are slightly different, and then Enterprise
Nice.
Registry on the thumb.
Amazing.
And then it's the same on the other hand. And then I've got a planet with a moon and some galaxy things on the pinkies. So
Nice.
there we go.
Quick question from Genos in
okay.
chat. How many sinks do you have in your house from Genos? 'Cause he's obsessed.
This is the kind of tangent that's going to take us down the garden path.
Hey, we've got to pay attention to our guests. Come on.
Sinks. We have
We've got to
one
think
in the
about
bathroom. We've got 3.
it. Wow.
4 if you count the static caravan that my stepbrother lives in the front garden. Which is
Why wouldn't you?
I
That
love
took
my
me,
stepbrother to bits. For context, I love him. But yeah.
It took me 5 full seconds to parse the phrase static caravan. That's so British.
Oh, I didn't parse it one bit. I'm just
No,
going to be here for it. And
it
say
basically
yes,
means-
recounting everything.
It means you buy a caravan with the intent, oh yeah, we're going to go on holiday with this, we'll drag it around, then you park it, and then you can't be
Oh no,
bothered.
this
I'm
no,
gonna
like
go
this,
ahead and
like,
stop
this
you
is
at
like a
caravan.
proper
What is a
long
caravan?
What a caravan is. Is there an American said what caravans are?
Mobile home. Mobile home.
Kind of.
Trailer.
Do you not have caravans in the States?
A camper or a trailer.
Yeah, camper.
By the way, polls up
There's a
in chat,
camper.
folks.
Okay.
Polls up in chat. I want to hear about your favorite event types.
I would say it is like a trailer, but half the size and with space for a kettle.
I will get a picture for you, Big. I will come
It's
Google
only getting
images.
more British as we
and I
go.
will get you a picture
Wow.
of a caravan.
I thought caravans were more universal.
Yeah.
Equivalent phrase is a trans am on blogs, maybe? I don't. Oh, gosh, knows. Anyway. Thank you, Shai.
It's a muscle car for sure. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Anyway.
Here we go. So for reference, Big caravan.
Yeah, but that's a camper.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because camper vans here are different. They're more like, we call them RVs.
Well, the VW style.
yeah, the VW camper. That's what they're called. Well, Anyway.
Idle, I think you have some spare Star Trek Online codes to give away, do you not?
I do. Thank you for nudging us back on course. We do. Yes, I still have one PC, one Xbox, and one PS4 Star Trek Online code. I'm going to start the giveaway right now. For anyone who wants to enter, this is the PC code, the new Genesis bundle type giveaway, and you will be entered if you are interested in that. I've been playing a lot of it. I will be streaming it again soon now that my voice is better and I won't be coughing. So finally complete the campaign. There are so many, and we're going to talk this into Star Trek Online chats very briefly. There are so many Endeavours racing lines that say do this, and the only available location is in a mission I haven't got to yet because I'm saving them all for the stream.
Oh, bother. That's really annoying. Damn.
But yes, we'll get there. But yes, no, giveaway is live now, so please enter. Shall we also talk about the event? Congratulations to Bilo Band for getting a 5 of 5 Janeway. Congratulations, Vulcan. Salute all around. Other notable names in the list are very good friend and Big Book collaborator, Codemaster Extraordinaire, No Name Name at number 2, Navark number 3, Asimov from Suncoast at number 8, Bry at number 9, 76 Suited, the donation god himself at 32, and some guy called Big McLarge Huge at 34.
Who's that
Never heard
dude?
of him.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
never heard of him.
Big, what
No,
made...
actually,
Sounds handsome, whoever he is.
Yes, what made you decide to give up on life and rank high in an event, Big?
Well, I will tell you that part of it was that I was forced to give up on life for this weekend for reasons that I detailed earlier. Yeah, so I just thought, especially after the faction half of it was over, I was in the low double digits. So I was like, okay, I mean, I have a ton of chronotons, so I figured I could, burn some and still have plenty left for any events that I wanted to do the rest of this month. But yeah, I was seeing 7-6 Suited. It's like I was in the top 30 up until maybe the last 5 minutes of the event.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's like it was jockeying like 27, 28, which is not where you want to be at the very end of a Galaxy event, because that is when everybody is turning in all of their stuff and hundreds of thousands of VP get added in a flash. So I just got stuck on the other side of it, but 34 is, I will take that.
You know what? I'm picturing, like, you've seen Saving Private Ryan, haven't you, Big?
I have indeed, yes.
You know that bit in the opening when they all fall into the water and you see all the people getting, like, shot in the water? I'm picturing that, but instead of being getting shot with bullets, it's like hundreds and thousands of VP, and they're just getting run through and just like, falling as they're trying to hit the keep the top 30.
That is
Is
an
that what
absolutely accurate analogy, and I accept it.
Yep.
For podcast listeners, you must score 1 million VP to save the universe. Which one do you choose? 74% say skirmish, 16% say faction galaxy hybrid, 5% galaxy, and 5% faction. No one likes expeditions. Sorry, Idle. I know they're your favorite.
They are...
Man, can you imagine trying to get 1 million VP in an expedition?
I can't imagine, because expedition events are trash, and the one I've done was awful. I didn't even want to get one VP, so...
I mean, it's a pretty straightforward strategy. You just need the right crew and a lot of dilithium, I guess.
Yeah.
Racing.
Yeah.
What did you ever do an expedition? Have you done one?
So I remember doing one. I think it was when they briefly tried to bring it back, and then the universal consensus was get that out of my sight. Yeah, because I've been playing since autumn 2019.
Okay.
And was it 2020 the last expedition?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'd been playing for a little bit by that point, and I was just like, "What is this?" Was my general reaction to it. Yeah.
I'm having to do away missions manually. What is this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure...
I was still working on the galaxy map at that point, so it wasn't anything like tedious. But yeah, it was very thingy to get my head around, because I was like, wait, my crew are fatiguing and they're not recovering. What is this? What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah, as I'm sure we said at the time when when we were doing the show, it's like the first go through, it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of fun, and the second time, it's like, I never want to do this again ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yes. Absolutely.
You kind of get that with skirmishes, though, don't you? You start a skirmish and you're just like, okay, I'm into this. I'm running for it, and then you get to that point where you sort of kind of like, oh, I'm fed up of doing this. Then you kind of, it's like when you go running and you kind of hit that wall where it's just like, you're kind of like, yeah, I've got into the stride now. And then you get onto day 4 and I'm like, I'm never ranking this high in a skirmish ever again. Like,
Oh, I forgot the other secret sauce component of how I was doing, how I did as well as I did this weekend, which was having the charity stream on while I was galaxying.
Yes, it absolutely helps to have something good on.
Yeah, so I could just completely zone out of what I was doing tapping and listen to 8 hours of top quality content.
Hands up anyone that just puts on random Star Trek to do events. Or
sometimes.
Just me?
It depends what mood I'm in.
It depends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
a lot of the time it's James Bond movies for me.
Jesus.
James Bond movies.
Yeah, like sometimes I will like put like a movie on or whatever me and my family are watching. I'll just like have that on and then I'm just tapping like in my armchair. Just yeah.
I was on my cross trainer because now I'm actually not ill anymore. I can actually get back and exercise, and I was watching the Reva episode of The Next Generation with my kid, with the kids watching it with me, and then eventually you could just see the moment in their eyes where they just got really bored. Like, oh, he's beamed to the planet, and now what's he doing? He's talking to 3 people. That's okay.
Well, you're forgetting that they got the most hype they'd ever been when suddenly there were 3 skeletons on screen.
Yeah, we didn't get that. We didn't get that far in. We got past the credits, and then they were gone.
No, see, I absolutely would, but there's a fight over any television in my house between, various children watching various iCarly and whatnot.
I'm so sorry. The worst news I've heard all night.
Talk to me about Lower Decks, sir.
I love it. It's so good. Look at you keeping the show running. Just getting those
I'm
points
trying.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Ben came on the show the other week and said, yeah, Lower Decks is coming soon. Lower Decks is coming soon. And we've seen, oh, hang on, there's a Lower Decks mobile game come out. And now Fleet Command has Lower Decks crew in it. Come on! Like,
Fleet Command just have better lawyers.
They do, and the hell of an advertising budget. Every bloody advert I get on my iPad is Fleet Command. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, are we ever getting Lower Decks? Like every single other company,
it's happening.
I mean, every other Star Trek game now has Lower Decks, apart from Timelines.
And that's what tells me that this has to happen now.
Yeah.
It's not a question of exclusivity or anything like that. It's just hammering out final details, and it's coming. It's got to come.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I mean, it might be that because of how long it's taken, they might want to wait for Series 3 starting. Like
Maybe.
the way they've done these. Because obviously, because especially like within the past few months, they've done like a campaign and a giveaway for Season 4 of Discovery and Season 2 of Picard. So maybe they're kind of like, okay, if it's going to take a while, we'll just wait until Season 3 comes out, which is after Strange New Worlds, I believe.
Supposedly,
if I have,
no
if I have
date
that
yet,
right in my... Oh, right, is there no prepared it yet?
I think
Okay,
they said
cool.
they said this year, which presumes them to say that they're just going to go straight into it, but...
I still suspect that it's an art thing. Like they haven't gotten art that they really think works yet.
Yeah, because with the way Fleet Command is in STO and Fleet Command, it's exactly the same as what it is in Lower Decks.
Yeah.
It's carbon copied. So obviously with timelines, it's going to be this blended style. So that's probably holding it up as well.
When WRG was on during the charity stream, I think Joe said that they're going to try to stick also more to what you know from the show. And, maybe it doesn't sync up perfectly with art we have in game, but that's fine. We already talk every week about, this is a different style from the rest of the art in the game. So it might get a little more mishmashed.
Yeah. If I get
the thing is, it's like...
If I get Tordy Newsom Mariner, I won't be sad. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. Like when I think about the realities of what the art's going to look like, if I have Locutus and like Reva and like Worf, and then like there's Dr. Tiana on the end, I don't go, wow, this art doesn't match. I'm like, look, this is Tiana.
This is the sort of antithesis. That's how you pronounce that. To us moaning about Lana, who looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, was exactly pulled from the animated series. So we moaned about that, but then I suppose if we can have Lower Decks coming in looking what we want them to see, I suppose is there not a bit of a juggle with that?
Yeah.
Well, part of it is down to the fact that TAS tries to mimic reality with its art style. Yeah, it's still stylized, but it's more realistic.
Have you seen EM Green?
Well, I'm
I
thinking
think
specifically of like Demos
I think I know
versus
what you mean
like
now.
Lara. Like that's
in terms of the proportions of the humanoid characters, they
Hmm.
look more
Yeah,
human
exactly.
than what than what the lower decks crew do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We may also have news upcoming from Ben and the gang at Star Trek Mission Chicago.
Yes.
They'll be there the 8th through the 10th, and on the 8th, he'll be answering questions, and it says they're going to show you a very early demo of a brand new upcoming feature. And Shan said on the forums, quote, "A video of the demo will also be made available to everyone later this week."
And
So
we
I
have
assume by later this week-
absolutely no idea what it could be.
I assume
Well,
by
let's
later
have a
this week
quick.
they-
Sorry.
I assume by later this week they mean on the 8th when he demos it live. So hopefully we won't have to wait until the following Tuesday.
So while
Fingers, toes, arms, and legs crossed.
all at once, or
No, one after the other.
oh, okay,
One after
that's
the
good. It's like the Macarena, but weird. So on screen, we there was a tweet brought out by Mission, who run the Chicago event, and also Timelines retweeted this, an image which sort of hyped their panel at Star Trek Mission Chicago, which had image of a lot of ships attacking the Planet Killer, which might be, well, like you were alluding to, Stars, something has been oft rumoured pretty much for the last 5-6 years that they would be introducing boss battles into the game. I think this is kind of where this is sort of going, maybe. Oh, hang on, we're gonna
Now, Idle, I have to point out, when you said Planet Killer, I think what you meant to say was,
Thank you very much, Spanners, for gifting a subscription to Grimacing Moon. Thank you very much.
yeah. There you go, well done. Yeah, what I think you meant to say was
Oh my god, I need to bring up
the Planet Killer.
Oh yes.
I'm so sad I can't see the triggers this week.
You can hear them, it's fine.
I can hear them.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like, boss battles was, I think some people sort of unearthed a bit of code, and sort of there was some talk about it during sort of like DB days of like what they were going to do, and this kind of, from this image and then promoting it, looks like it's kind of what's happened. But what I'm going to ask you guys is what you think this is actually going to involve in game, because me being the pessimist, I'm just going to think it's another ship battle with a galaxy style timer that you're just going to increase, and if everyone hits it, you'll get a premium pack, something along that lines. But please give me some optimism.
You did basic Latin. I'm not a premium pack. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
It can't be replicated,
No, hollow emitters at least. Come on, be optimistic.
That's
A 2-star
paywall.
citation.
Oh,
No,
wow,
I mean-
that's real money, that is.
Yeah.
Well, in all reality, what else could it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it's going to be ship
An
battles with-
overwhelming sense of personal satisfaction.
Oh well, that's just me waking up in the morning, right? But no,
Valid.
no. Yeah, I think that's basically what it's going to be. I'll wait to see what the real details of it are, and if there might be some twists and turns to it, maybe some traits will do something.
I think that's what Ben was
know-
alluding to, wasn't he, when he was saying you could use your full roster. So maybe there'll be a kind of... and again, the skeptic in my head is like, it'll be like a skirmish. They'll deal you out these 3 random traits, which will be like Klingon, Hero, Explorer, and they'll be the ones you take into this battle to get extra bonus points. The dream would be that, yes, you could assemble a team of friends and go and do this together, but I just can't see it with this engine. But we'll...
And then I'll see the blue smoke coming out of my phone as it's trying to keep up with that in real time.
Yeah.
And then WRG needs to buy me a new phone.
I'd like to be interested to see what chat think this is going to be, because I mean, like, okay, so Crew Retrieval and Celestial Market surprised us with how interactive they could make this game, because Celestial Market is definitely a sort of stock market of people selling things and buying things. There's definitely a sort of a live thing happening there, and Crew Retrieval with the Polestars is definitely an in-depth look at the various traits in the game, which made them equally more important. I'd be interested if they do expand it more than my skeptical brain hopes it's not. And they certainly have the capacity to do something there. It just depends on what it's like.
I mean, it's difficult because there is only so much you can do with a mobile game without having it be like a massive amount of storage. like on people's devices. So you do kind of have to think about, is it going to rely on existing game mechanics? I would say probably. Mainly from like the dev's point of view, it would be a lot easier to maybe either just copy paste existing game mechanics or kind of use that as like a foundation and then tweak things from there. I'm just going to, I think with most things in the game, I'm just going to go into it just open-minded, see what it is, and then once I've seen it, gauge an opinion from there, because it's so hard to tell from just one little like picture of people shooting stuff. Like, it could still be anything. Because there's been a lot of chat in various things about how like fleets could be involved, so maybe there's like one thing for like an entire fleet, and then each player's like in the fleet go and do the battle, and then it contributes to a fleet-wide like counter tally thing. So yeah, it's still very like open doors as to what it could be. So
yeah, I mean, there could be different categories of it. There could be solo rewards, maybe squadron rewards, maybe fleet rewards, the things that could stack up. And also kind of reading the tea leaves of the last chat that you guys had with Ben, it seemed like this was going to be the smaller of the two things that leveraged crew depth, and then the second thing, whatever the next thing is going to be, was supposed to be the thing that's really supposed to leverage crew depth. So take that.
Pull up in chat. Let me know how excited you are for this new feature.
What about you, Auto?
I think...
Oh, sorry. Auto stars, please.
I think I'm probably going to try and keep my expectations low, just because that means I can only be pleasantly surprised. And I think the most I can hope out for it is that... So there's a lot of this game that once you get to a certain point, you just don't use anymore. Like, there's the galaxy map, and then there's the majority of crew on ships. You use everyone in the game, pretty much, with the exception of people who have just started, use the same pool of 20 crew. It's your Ardra, your Locutus, your Mirror Spock, all your instant damage crew of a certain length of time. And that means you don't look at boarding damage, you don't look at hull repair, you don't look at shield repair, you don't look at any of that. And the most I can hope for is some kind of change in the meta, where you don't just go, my instant damages are in and I'm ready. I would like it to be something that revolves around a little bit more strategy. Maybe it's an endurance round where you have to last a certain amount of time where you don't get your thing. Maybe it's a case of boarding damage, it's a bonus, so it's actually worth the damn, because that is an ability that they still give to new crew, so it should be useful in game, theoretically speaking. It shouldn't just be for skirmishes so that I have to occasionally top up on my hull repair, That's the most I can hope for, is a change in the meta, so that... Because that also would mean that there's a reason I have 50 different ships that I don't switch to unless I'm feeling like a new coat of paint, If I can get something that means I have to shift off of the Kraton or off Captain Proton's rocket ship, then that's something. That at least is a little bit different from what I do every other day.
For sure.
We just got a player fleet shout out from Especially the Lies. Speaking of fleets, join GBP Ground Birds of Prey. 4 out of 5 timelines. Hosts recommend it.
True.
Yes, I think Garrick's recruiting at the moment. Auto, your thoughts on this?
I have no current thoughts. I am super busy in real life, and I'm on speculation overload between all the new shows and stuff. So this one I'm going to let come to me for once, and I don't have expectations particularly high, but hopefully it pleases most of the player base. That's all I want.
I was pleasantly, with the last two features, Retrieval and Celestial Mark, I was pleasantly surprised, not from what they added to the game. And a lot of people wanted a real gameplay feature, but I was pleasantly surprised about how well they rolled out, how well they came and integrated with the game and changed the dynamic of the game. So if they can do that again, but with a gameplay feature, I'll be very happy. So.
If it could be something that is ongoing, it's not something that's just confined to an event start and end time. That would be cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Auto, there's a server update happened. Tell us what happened that was slightly controversial.
Earth-shattering server update. Badge challenged Linus and Resistance Burnham were slightly buffed. Carpenter Street Archer slightly nerfed before he even comes out. Resistance Rin picked up the Displaced trait.
Reese.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Bryce.
We want Rin.
Bryce.
We want Rin because Noah was here. He specifically asked, let's get a ring card in.
Yeah.
Investigator Lars picked up Tal Shiar trait for what that's worth. And yes, the controversial one is the Green Cadet Section 31 read got the hidden EV suit trait added. So they said that's a mistake. We'll maybe fix it next week. Now, the last time something like this happened, we got flavor text on Boothby, whose name was right next to Booker, and sure enough, a Booker came out a few weeks later. So this has me thinking we're probably going to get an EV suit read coming up because they added a trait to a variant.
Finally! Oh my gosh.
Okay, Racing, tell us, Minefield. You know the episode, obviously, the season.
Well, that's the thing. I was actually thinking about this. There's multiple episodes where we could get an EV suit read from.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, so there's Minefield, which is, I think, the one would most people think of when he's trying to disarm the Romulan mine. There's Breaking the Ice, which is where we got EV Suit Mayweather.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Because it's Mayweather and Reed building the snowman on the comet. And then I think, if I remember correctly, there's the episode where Trip and Malcolm are on the Romulan drone ship.
Yes.
And I think they're in EV suits for that as well. And there's Sleeping Dogs, where they're on the Klingon ship that's sinking into the gas giant. So it could be from one of those 4 episodes. I will take either one, so long as they are at least tier 4 and with good stats. If anyone from WRG is listening, please give us a good read. We are very overdue. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Your application as a Star Trek Enterprise historian for Timelines Talks is hereby approved.
Yay! Thank you so much.
For podcast listeners, how excited are you for this new feature? 50% say, let's go! 31% say, hopefully it's worth it. 90% say the limbo bar is low. So I think most people are looking forward to it.
Yeah. I Reed is up there with Trip in terms of needing a good variant.
Oh
Both
my
of his
gosh.
goals are garbage. They are literally the worst options in any
Yeah.
behold they're in.
Yeah, it's like, I love him because he's one of my favorite Enterprise characters. I do not know if I would take his cards if I got them in a behold. They are that bad.
I mean, not only are they bad, they're butt ugly.
Oh my gosh, early timelines art is, yeah.
Yeah, Suliban Reed at least is accurate. It's just that they're not particularly aesthetically pleasing, but that mirror Reed is just.
You have to squint to make out that it's Dominic Keating. You really have to squint.
I was going to say. No, it's gone.
Oh, also, congratulations! Congratulations to anyone who was 24 out of 25 on the EV suit collection and got that threshold.
Yes. I know a few people that just went, oh, fantastic, I completed the collection somehow, and just like, well, good for you.
You no longer have to finish off EV suit Mayweather.
This has happened once before, and the historical way that they solved this was they did claw it back. They would knock your counter back to 24 of 25, but they would let you keep the threshold and the reward.
I think that happened with originals at some point, didn't it? Someone got claimed for, I can't remember who it was, but someone got claimed as an original.
Oh, yes. They made...
It was when Flops. EV Suit Flops.
That's right, yes.
Well, they also made Captive Bashir a original.
Yeah,
too.
that was the weird one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, and they accidentally made Human Helix in originals, even though he most obviously is not. Am I right?
You know what?
Still there.
I think
That's still on a future server update.
I think I just realized why Captain Bashir got that trait. I bet you anything they copied all of his traits from Prince Bashir, who is an originals. I bet you anything that's what it was.
They do the copy. That's why we had Culber as Janeway briefly in game.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of...
professionalism, and not about us this time.
Yes. Thank you for finishing my segue there. Let's talk about... Oh, first off, happy First Contact Day from yesterday, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your First Contact salmon. I was following the Star Trek Reddit, and I love people actually posting pictures like, look at my First Contact salmon. I'm like, that's just becoming a thing from Lower Decks. It's like, yes, let's do this.
That is amazing. Racing line is approved.
Yeah, there you go. You've heard it first. But we have a new giveaway crew available to us in the shape of Solkar, Dipsy Command Tier 5, Voyage Rank 1, 3, 4 collections available 4 or 5 for free. Guys, what do we think about this crew? What do we think about the name? And also, what do we think about the objective event name of Semel?
Oh. Yeah, see, my notes all say Semel here, so I don't think I'm going to be of much use here. I don't know who Solkar is.
The first officially recorded contact between Vulcans and humans was the moment this Vulcan met the human Zephram Cochrane. So there's another Enterprise reference for erasing Carbon Creek, the episode where they sort of undercut first contact. The reason he's called Captain Semmel, the best of our reckoning, is David Semmel was the director of the Discovery pilot The Vulcan Hello. So you can see the link between Vulcan Hello and First Contact. So that was, I guess, a pre-release name that they had in production that they didn't bother to swap out when they pushed it live. So
someone Googled Vulcan Hello and was like, that's it. That's the one.
I actually love it as a reference, though. Like, if he didn't have a sort of semi-canon name, I think Semmel would work because of that. Because he is a Vulcan saying hello to humans for the first time, so it's perfect. But
but the actual Vulcan hello was them firing at the Klingons. So
yes.
quick.
Clearly, they should have done that to the humans, and then they would have gotten everything sorted out right from the beginning.
Yeah, it would have solved the mirror universe anyway, wouldn't it? Quick highlight my message from WRG Ben, who says, "Be prepared for Friday."
Oh.
Guys, what do we actually think?
I get paid on Friday. Thank you for reminding me, Ben.
No, they're going to release the video of the feature, I assume.
When is Chicago? Is that... What day is it? It's Wednesday, so
Yeah,
it's Friday.
8th to the 10th of April.
Oh, okay.
And it starts on Friday. So.
And chance of the video would be out this week, so hopefully on Friday as well.
Okay,
I kind of doubt they would do it on the weekend, but we'll see.
Actually, I'd like to let you know, Chicago is 1780. That's when the state was established. You're welcome. That's when.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic. Okay, so Solkar is a little bit of a non-canon name as well, but it is as close. If you want to add this crew to the game, it's about as close as you're going to get. It wasn't actually confirmed on screen, but I think it was a book, Last Full Measure, which was an Enterprise book, actually confirmed his name, and the Star Trek collectible card game. One. It's quite a good book, actually deconfirms Trip's death, which is quite nice.
Yes.
Have you not read the Enterprise books? The Enterprise books are actually quite good and can be almost
I was always quite hesitant to read any of the Star Trek novels, because that's just like, what if the writing's bad?
A lot of them are really bad. A lot of them are really bad, and the storylines go some batshit crazy places. But the Enterprise ones, they actually go into the Romulan War, and they're semi-decent. So if you'd be in the Enterprise fan, I would say go for those.
Okay, cool.
I read a synopsis of some of them, and they actually seem like a decent exploration of where the show would have gone in that 5th season. And they don't go into the weird territory the DS9, Voyager, and TNG ones go.
So the breakdown of the Last Full Measure is, without spoiling too much, obviously, I've said that they basically unearthed Trip, but it turns out that Jake and Nog find some old Section 31 recordings that prove that the whole thing was faked, so Trip could go and work for Section 31.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crackers.
Revelations.
Yeah. And he goes to work for Section 31 for a few novels, but there you are. Anyway, Solkar. Wow. Guys, tell me about the actual card's worth. Are we happy we're getting 4 or 5 of this guy?
Sure.
Yes, I would not compete in an event for him. I did not compete for the very similar Saran.
Yes, that's true.
But this art is really nice.
It's tier 1 art, and I will not take anything else. It's beautiful.
Pull up in chat, folks. Let us know what you think about Solkar.
Because actually, I rewatched First Contact today, because as well as being an Enterprise fan, First Contact is one of my favorite Trek films. And I particularly paid attention to the scene where Solkar comes off the Vulcan ship, and not only is it incredibly realistic, the art, it looks like him perfectly, but the detail on his robes is superb.
Sumptuous.
You can see the pleats and gathers on the sort of undershirt he's wearing, and all the metallic accents on his overrobe, and the little Vulcan name thing that he's got. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. They did a superb job with the art on Solkar. He is really nice.
Well, since you watched it recently, tell me, we had a few people in Discord who were saying he doesn't smile in the movie. Does he smile? Because he's smiling in the crew art.
Yeah, it's a very small, it is a very
Vulcan
brief,
smile.
it's a Vulcan smile. It's it does feel right for the scene. So
Yeah, if I think it's more of an amalgamation of because he does the salute and then he shakes Cochrane's hand and he's like thanks, and then he kind of has that little little smile thing. I think it's a combination of the two, and I think that kind of works as a nice like amalgamation. It's a nice way of doing it.
It sums up the whole scene really well because because that scene, just to go off for a bit because I love that scene so much because it's
so good.
Because there's no dialogue. It's Zephram Cochrane. He sort of squeezes Lily Sloane's hand for reassurance as he goes towards the Vulcan ship, and there's no dialogue, and it's just the first contact theme. And there's that sort of moment where Solkar, he walks down, everyone is looking at him, and then there's the reveal of he takes his hood down, and you see the pointed ears, and everyone's like, oh my god. And then he does the live long and prosper, and they shake hands, and it's beautiful. Cinematic masterpiece. Amazing.
Can I tell you when I saw it, because I saw this movie in the theater, that when that moment was happening and it came down, it's like I didn't really see I didn't know as in depth what the designs would look like or something, and the guys coming down in the robe, it's like, are they bringing in a Jedi now? It's just a guy with a robe over his head, and it's like,
oh my god, it's Luke Skywalker!
Yeah, that's Luke Skywalker's music. Fake fan, but that's what I thought. Yeah.
It honestly is like such an emotional scene, and I also have to give it up. I think First Contact might have some of the best costume design of all of the Trek movies. Not just in terms of giving us the DS9 style movie or uniforms, which I think are still some of my favorite uniforms in all of Trek.
Absolutely.
All of the Borg makeup and costuming is incredible.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I love the like stuff like the captain's vest, which is like awesome, and then the fact that these three Vulcans, who you only see on screen for like 2 minutes, they have these incredibly beautifully designed robes, and that forms the entire basis for 4 seasons of Vulcan fashion in Enterprise, and also to a degree in Discovery as well. It is such a good job for like, man, just such a good movie, such a wonderful moment.
It's like it holds up so well. Like both from a storytelling perspective and from a production design perspective.
Yeah.
Because like the Borg prosthetics and makeup, they still look good. Like if you had shown that to someone and then told them after this was released in 97, was it 96?
96.
Because it was around the time I was born, but not quite. Like I genuinely think people would be quite surprised that this was made and released in the late 90s. Like, sorry, yes, I'm a child.
Is crumbling to dust in the background of how old he is right now.
I'm sorry. I'm an infant.
So I was listening to Jonathan Frakes do the commentary on First Contact, and one of the things he said that was kind of funny is because he was directing and he was asking, can I do this shot? Can we do a crane shot here and there? And someone, I forget who, said, look, this is a movie. Think big. You're not on the TV set anymore. If you want 10 crane shots, this is the motion picture, baby. You can do whatever you want. So they did go big budget with it.
Actually, I think I was 14 when I saw this film as well. I think I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
But I remember being in the cinema, and me and my dad went to see it, and there's this guy behind us with his son, and he was very much like, British cinemas were a subdued affair. There's no cheering, there's no clapping. You watch the film, and then you just go, that was nice, and you walk out.
That's basically it. Yeah. That's literally it.
But there was this guy behind us who was just going, yeah, and all this, like, any time was happening, he was like proper going, me and my dad were just giving him looks. And the moment, and to be fair, it was a badass moment, but the moment where Worf went the whole assimilate this and shot he was like, yeah, go Worf! Yeah, that's awesome. And it's just like, will you? My dad just turned around, when you shut the front up. That's the thing, I'll always remember that from going to see that in the films, but it's just like, my brain was just like, people act like this in the cinema? Like, that can't be right. But then what I've heard from American audiences since is like, oh, maybe that's normal from over the pond.
Yeah.
It's more common. But anyway, to bring it back around to Solkar, this is the only version of this guy that we're ever going to get. So I don't mind them taking some artistic license and combining multiple parts of the same scene to kind of get an overall flavor of that moment. So I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Statistically, a little bit milquetoast. Like we've seen the skill set before. He's not a big base. He's not gauntlet, whatever. For a newer player, they would get a lot of use out of him, and I think that'd be a really cool thing for them to get to do. If you're a new player, you start up this week on first contact thing, and you get 4 out of 5 copies of him. Just like get him voyaging. That'd be cool. But yeah, he's not going to set the world on fire. I imagine people are either going to let him sit 4 or 5 until they need to immortalize him for an objective event, until he pops into the portal and then he can retrieve, or he pops up into Behold. I can't imagine many people are going to be racing to cite him out of statistical love.
Looking at the collections he's in... Sorry, no, go on.
Oh, no, it's fine.
No, you're the guest. You speak.
Well, I mean, like, in terms of my perspective, I probably will cite him for the collections. I'm kind of like, like I'm just sort of this average player. Like there's still collections where I don't own all the crew that I need. So there will be some for, what is he? He's diplomat, cultural figure, inspiring in Vulcan. There's, I'm sure, so I'm sure he will be a +1 for all of those. So,
yeah, I mean they are quite tough collections as well. Like they're not small unless you've been specifically targeting like specific ones. But him filling 4 tough collections is it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, for sure.
For podcast listeners, are you happy with Solkar the card? 55% say happy with his flavor but not stats. 35% say he's great, and 5% say happy with the stats, not the flavor. 5% would prefer someone else. In the interest of time, give me a hand signal, thumbs up or down. Do you prefer having this versus the same Behold we've had for the last 4 years? Is this better or worse? Thumb signals only. Thank you. I will boot you from the call right now. Okay, that's a thumbs up.
You can't boot me from the call. I'm running the stream.
Oh, dear.
He actually booted me from the call. Wow, way to go, Otto. Way to go.
Welcome back, Idol. Mister, you can't boot me. I'm running the stream.
Oh no, everything's broken. I could just pack the stream up and leave.
I'll turn this stream on right now.
Oh my god!
You guys have fun talking to yourselves. Speaking of unknown wonders in the darkness, there is a new ship coming this week. One that has been oft wanted throughout of Timeline's history, and that is the classic Romulan bird of prey from the episode, please. From the TOS classic.
I assume this is Balance of Terror.
Yes, that is.
We get introduced to Mark Leonard as and Commander Karras, I think, is the crew.
Karras.
Yeah.
Because it's Sarek
backwards.
Yeah.
That's the first time
I
realised that.
years old. I won't boot you again. You can talk. It's okay.
No, I just realized that's the first time I've ever realised that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Is that the reason they did that? We got the same actor back on, so Sarek is just named after.
Yeah.
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was he not the Romulan commander before he was Sarek?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
so they named Sarek after him. Wow.
Well,
no,
I
because
think he actually got the name later.
Yeah.
He's never named
okay.
in the episode. He's not named.
Mm-hmm. He's just Romulan number 5 or whatever. Sorry, important Romulan number 5.
Yeah, cause it's kind of meant to be an important thematic point that he doesn't have a name, because the point is that you're meant to humanize him through his actions and like personality rather than needing a name. It's kind of part of the thematic underlying of the episode.
I feel less like a fake fan now.
Because then it comes to I'm running a card collecting game. I need something to identify him, because if I call him Romulan Captain, there's 5 other people that could mean.
Yeah, question from chat. Captain Mackenzie Calhoun says, so Timeline's made it up? I might have just... I'm pretty sure not. I'm sure it's probably named somewhere else, but...
Card game.
I think that applies to Nivessa. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong.
Yes.
Timelines gave her a name, because she didn't have a name at all.
Let me... That's memory beta or memory alpha, come on.
Go to memory delta, that's where all the juicy stuff is.
There's actually no memory alpha page for... No, that can't be right. Surely there is.
He's called Romulan Captain, not memory alpha, because it's a non-canon name.
So it's a
the
beta
Romulan
thing.
bird
Wow.
The
Did not know
Romulan
that.
bird of prey does have flavor text in game. It says, with an
Oh.
avian-inspired design, this vessel was in use by the Romulan military during the 23rd century. Now,
So this
what I
is
find
meant to
really,
be the Balance of Terror one.
yeah, what I find really interesting is this ship doesn't have a cloak ability, but if you watch the episode, it's very much a submarine episode where they're discovering Romulans for the first time. They're playing with their cloaking device and they're trying to feel out where they are. You know, they're shooting blind, trying to hit them. So the whole episode being around the cloaking device and dealing with that for the first time, I find it really strange that they didn't add a cloak ability to the ship.
Yeah, I didn't realize that flavor text. I was like, is this meant to be the one from Picard? Because I don't think the one from Picard ever cloaked.
It did not know.
Yeah.
No.
So I was like, maybe it's that one because it's literally the exact same design of ship. But the fact that it is flavored as that, I mean, it could still be. I don't know. It's,
By the way,
You could
100
interpret
thumbs
it
up,
either way.
yeah.
100
Sorry.
thumbs up for
Sorry.
adding flavor text to
No, you're
ships,
right.
because that's really cool. too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The USS
And now-
Glenn. Everyone on board is dead. That's all you need to know.
Well, no, anything that adds more spice, more story to, because not everybody is going to know that plays this game where all this stuff comes from.
Oh, yeah.
So anything that will help explain things and tie things together, that's always going to make things better.
Yeah, but those people don't
Especially 'cause
matter
there's so
anyway.
much
You should
text
know
now.
everything about the game. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just get
no-
called a fake fan to the end of time.
So yeah, Stars, you're right. Star Trek: The Customizable Card Game gave his name as Keras, and that's the only reference. So us having Solkar as a reference is not uncommon to playing in beta canon, which is fair enough. You don't have a name, that's where you go. Okay. Enough about ships. We will probably only get one of 10 of, and then ignore until the next portal update, guys.
I mean, the big. I'm sorry.
No,
the
please.
The one thing was just the 4-second 300% damage boom. I think that was the only thing of it that was of note.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yeah,
Setting up a
it's
contender
just a
for-
shame
yeah.
that in this meta that you need either a shorter timer or some other like humdinger of an ability to really be relevant in arena, because otherwise this would be a cool one to use and play around with. But
They just need to sort of like make some boarding damage to do like stupid damage. Like they've just got to keep upping the ante, or they need to have a look over the whole thing and just go, right, let's just rebalance this and get rid of these, get rid of the crate and boost, get rid of the proton.
No time!
Stupid.
there's no time. Boss battles.
Yes, yes.
as a short aside, I have been trying the Navarre. I tried it today in Arena because of the objective event, and I think I won 4 out of 10, which is better than I was expecting.
Not bad.
Have you guys tried it in Arena yet?
I did not try it in arena. No.
Mine is not fully maxed. So no. And I still need lots of gold ship schematics. So I'm sticking with my Kraton for now.
I'm a proper elderly player, so I just spammed all my ship battles and got it done, and then switched back to something else. And in arena, I need Phoenix schematics, so I've just been spamming Kraton for those.
You can tear the Captain Proton's rocket ship from my dead body with your bare hands. Like that is my ship now.
Well, to Otto's point, I have done each of the ships that have popped up in these endurance events as an arena ship. Some required you to do it, more or less, because you needed admiral victories to complete some of the objectives. But just for fun, just to try something different, something that you wouldn't normally do.
Fun.
Yeah. Fun in my game? What? No. So yeah, I think it's worth doing, and I think I'm going to give it a spin just to see what it'll do.
Because that's what I actually. Sorry.
No,
I
go.
keep interrupting. I'm so
no,
sorry.
it's fine. You,
No,
no,
c-
you are the guest. The guest interrupts all they like. You can dominate this conversation. It's fine. Go for it.
Sorry, as just what that I actually really like about the endurance objective events specifically is that they do try to theme it around the giveaway crew. So like, so for Burnham and Saru, it was ship battles using the Discovery, and you had to level up Discovery crew. And then for the Q giveaway, it was the Artifact, because that's the only legendary ship we have from Picard, I believe, and level up Picard crew. And then obviously for this one, it's level up Vulcan crew and use the Navarre. So I do really like that. I think it is quite a fun way to do it, other than do ship battles, level crew. It does make it more like interesting. Because obviously, because while I don't have a lot of ships finished, I do have a lot of them. So it's nice to, even if they're like level 5, just have them as my current ship for doing battles from the galaxy map. for that. So
you get to see,
I'm all for it.
Yeah, you get to see the ship on your display more often. You sort of scroll around.
Yeah.
Because the ship models are really nice. You know, I've spent a lot
They're
of time.
really lovely.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Shypon asks, talk about the benefits of the Captain Proton ship, please. It's got a big ass hull. Like if you're going Proton against Kraton, the Kraton will offload all its 300% damage and won't take down the Proton. That's why a lot of people are starting to use it more. It can survive the Kraton's outbursts and then take it down afterwards with your 300% boost. So give it
you will win battle after battle with 5% or less hull remaining, but still
you will win them. So the question that's come up, and it came up in the forums recently, was like, are we finding these endurance objective events special? So obviously we know they've come as an evolution of the giveaway objective. Not objective events. They were
temporary achievements.
That's the one. Yes, temporary achievements. Thank you very much.
By the way, pull up in chat as we discuss this.
Yes. Like, are you finding, because they've become quite common, like from Resistance Burnham to Saru through to 25th Century Q through Q now to Solkar. Do you find it's becoming boring, or is it becoming something that you're looking forward to, or is it what how are you responding? And chat, weigh on this, please. How are you finding these frequent objective events?
Let me add a little context to this, because there's a thread up about on the forums, and a few people are arguing, it's become too perfunctory, too common, and Shan, the forum liaison, said it's very disheartening to see that because we have the means and opportunity to provide a new crew more often and more easily, it's viewed as no longer special. So my 2 cents before I throw it to you guys is, I don't think it is special anymore, because it's kind of the same thing every time, but that doesn't mean that we don't appreciate the the new crew, the fused crew, and the effort that goes into it. So I think it can kind of be both at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
I will never say no to a 4 out of 5 crew. Like, it's like they're 4 out of 5, and also with the objective events, what you didn't get with the temporary achievements is you get almost, I think, all now of their gold items from level 90 to level 100, which is fantastic. Saves your crons, so like if you're a newer player and you don't have a lot of crons, you don't need to worry about shelling out for those gold items, because some of them are really hard to build early on. And then, if you're lazy, you don't have to worry about making them. You just wait until you unlock them, and they're there. So I do agree that like the pacing of them is a lot different to the temporary achievements. I don't think they need to be every other month, personally. Like, obviously, yes, do giveaways for important things in the games, like the anniversary, First Contact Day, Star Trek Day. Obviously, but they've decided to do it, that they want to do it every other month. And like I said, I will never say no to a free crew. It's just, I would like to know why they've upped the frequency of them, but I will never turn them down.
There was an interesting sort of discussion a while back on the Time Life Discords about mega events, and I can't remember who it was that came up with the idea. Is like, well, we're doing a mega event every other month, and it's just feeling like we get a mega crew, and we're bundling all these mega crew in with they're just crew we get now, and it feels like the endurance events. Objective events are kind of sort of spooling into that. It's like, we're getting these cards, but the more they do it, it's like, if everyone's special, no one is. If you're doing this so often, that I can see where the complaints where people saying like, oh, it's no one this card. It doesn't feel like an occasion. It feels more like you're doing this because you want the engagement, or if you see what I'm getting at there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in some ways, it could be as simple as, why are they running the endurance event the same month that they're running a mega event?
Yeah, you're getting 8 stars for not a lot.
Yeah, why not have an endurance event one month and then have the mega event the next month? And
let me make this clear. We're not complaining about getting a load of stars on Gold Crew. Like that's great.
No.
Yes.
No.
Like for every player, but you can see it from the other side of it. It's just like it's more crew for especially for elderly players that we are. Sorry, Ben, you're not ever living that down. That it feels like we're just adding more and more into our roster that maybe isn't it doesn't feel like an event. When you play a game, when you do something that is special, you want it to feel unique. You want to feel like you got something out of it. It's like, brilliant, I've got this 4 or 5 soul card. I remember that First Contact Day event, but more than likely people are saying, I've got this 4 or 5 soul card. Where'd I get them from? Oh yeah, First Contact back in 2022, or maybe not even that. They'll be like, oh Christ, I've forgotten, because I've got so many goals from all these megas and all that. Not that I'm saying reiterate, I don't mind that we're getting lots of golds for essentially free, but I just like, the impact to say, is this special, is a legitimate concern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My point comes around to, if say they had never introduced premium packs, and then tomorrow they introduced our first 6-pack, and it was like, oh, isn't this exciting? Isn't this an exciting way to get crew? And then it's
then everyone will be like, what the fuck is this cash grab?
4th time, 5th time, 6th time.
Yeah.
Shan, I totally understand your frustration, because it must suck to have something that you've put work into and effort into, and have it be treated as routine. But I'm afraid that is the actual nature of human experience. Is the first time it happens, it's real special, but after that, it's diminishing returns. Like, it's always welcome. We're always happy to see it.
Like Soulcar is a great crew. If they had done this once a year, when they came out and said First Contact Day, here's Soulcar, and it'll be like, oh my god, theming perfect. The Vulcan captain that came and did actual First Contact, you can get 4 or 5 stars of him, and they're giving him away. Holy moly, this game's amazing. Like. But it has come down to, like, yes, great theming, great portal, but the card's a bit like meh, and it's like, well, it's another objective event in a chain, which I'm sure you're going to do one in 2 months' time anyway. Like, and again, I would like to reiterate, I am no by means disappointed that we're getting a 4 or 5 crew.
I got that idol.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like we're complaining on one side and feel picky, where people are just like, no, it's a great card for new players, or it's like, like, I don't stop giving me new cards, but it's, we want from our games, like, any part of game design is being able to reward players, giving that dopamine hit at the right moment to make it feel like it's an awesome game, and like it comes into game design at that point.
I think, it's kind of the branding and the way that it's sold, that the endurance event is meant to go across an entire month, and then the veteran players can more or less complete the event in 1 or 2 days if they're determined to do it. Then don't have to do it that fast, but you can. You have the resources to do it. So having it feel like it's really and then if you do that, it's sitting there in your event hub for the entire rest of the month, and you're looking at this thing that you've had done for the better part of a month, and it's just there it is. There's Q again. There's Q again. So it's a little bit of a balance thing that I think that could be tweaked. Maybe have some things besides just the crew and the gear to equip the crew that might reward players for continued engagement and beyond getting just those thresholds, maybe some other things added along to it. It's just something that I think they could look at to make it feel a little bit more balanced, a little more rewarding for all classes of players, because yes, you need to give newer players a lot more time to complete these things because they don't have the resources, they don't have what it takes to complete these very quickly. So yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit of rebalancing, but I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing. I'm not going to ever say essentially free stuff is a bad thing.
Free stuff good.
Always.
Free stuff good.
Free
stuff very good.
Now the other thing I have to bring this up is, so this is our 6th, 7th giveaway that's been structured like this, I think. The other flip side of doing this many of them and every other month is that when one of them has little problems, they become more apparent because there were ones previously that were perhaps done a little better. Not just the fact that it went live with the wrong name, which is understandable. These things happen frequently. But the other thing I've seen noted is that some of the structuring on the leveling could do it a little bit of work. Like, I think the objective to get his blue human greeting is at a point where you kind of need to level him above that point. So I've seen some people using 1-star spots to cheat the equip your Vulcans and then get the blue ones. So, because otherwise you end up with a spare 1 or 2 items if you're equipping him just linearly. And it's like when it's structured like that, and when you have other ones to compare it to, and you can say, well, this one is a little bit different to this one, and maybe better or worse because of this, then yes, it also starts to feel less special. That also plays into it.
There's a good comment from Ranarin in chat. Is that, look, there are 3+ crew coming every week. None of the crew are special because right now you have nothing to do with them once the weekend is over. The fact that 12-hour voyages are such a big deal is because the players are desperate for a goal. And yeah, I kind of agree to that. It's like you're finding the goals in different places for... where objectives don't feel special because people are like, yeah, we've got gold. So especially elderly players and veteran players, we've got those goals to aim for.
About the endurance objective event specifically, when people tune into the Olympics and watch all the events, do more people get excited for the 10-kilometer marathon run or for the 100-meter Usain Bolt fastest man in the world sprint? The fact that it's over a month, it's hard. You can't stay hyped for a month long, even if you're getting
but then
a copy
they
of
did
a
do the
gold
objective
every
event, which
6 to
was
7 days.
win 10 arena events or 20 arena events in 2 days. So they have kind of done the sprint, which was...
That's not comparable, though, because there's a whole different set of issues with...
Well, yeah. With the random...
That was a whole different other...
I know what you're saying.
Well, but to take your analogy and run with it there, it's like it did make it extremely exciting, not for all great reasons, but it was like, can you do it? Can we do it?
Yeah, that was it was a little bit stressful. Okay, imagine if Usain Bolt had a photon torpedo fire at him every 10 meters and he had to dodge them while he's running. Would that make it more exciting? Probably.
Yes. Objectively speaking, yes.
So is that a European or African photon torpedo?
For podcast listeners, how do you like endurance objective events? 50% say it's the right effort for a 4-5, 33% say they prefer more variety, and 17% say it's too easy, I'm done in days.
Oh, well, stuff to think about, certainly. And hopefully if WRG are listening, maybe sort of some feedback for you there, definitely.
Sure.
Speaking of
I think they are mostly great as they are. Just little tweaks.
Tweaks are needed.
Things they can do. Okay, let's move on to the event coming next week, because I've always got to get that right in my head. No matter how many years now they've been doing 2 events at the same time, I still get confused in my head. You can win Mime. Oh no, what was the term someone came up with? Christ, they came up with a really good name for it and I've forgotten what it was.
Oh, I can't remember.
Grabbed in a nutshell.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Mime Traveler Taylor. Mime
That
Traveler Taylor.
was it. Mime Traveler Taylor.
So good. So good. Thank you for the change glasses, Gobolts. Yes, this is
Beamed down the rabbit hole, Jillian Taylor is amazed by the transporter technology from the future. That, by the way, that's great flavor. Beamed down the rabbit hole.
Really good.
Nice.
They continued on with the Alice in Wonderland theme, so
I very much like that. What I'm not too keen on is this. Oh, okay. This is a tale of a card of 2 tales, a tale of 2 cards, whichever Dickens quote you want to use there. Art, no. Stats, yes. Guys, and guys, girls. Sorry, gender neutral people here.
People,
people, please,
folks,
fine.
Folks, who are talking to me right now.
By the way, we'll get shortly to talking about the photorealism of new crew versus the more stylized stuff of the old crew. So let's try to stick particularly to Wonderland Taylor. Go.
Okay.
So, oh no,
I love her. The Voyage Home is another one of my favorite movies. And yeah, so I actually really enjoy Taylor in that movie. I think she's really good.
Fun.
Her stats are freaking amazing. I'm somewhat nervous for the skirmish because I genuinely get because I'm not like a high ranking player. Like I am about like if I'm on a good skirmish, I can get about 2 million VP with the amount of effort that I want to put in without wanting to cry for boredom. So that gets me 2 copies. So everything crossed because her stats are great. I'm so glad that she has a good card as well. I don't actually mind the art too much. I think it's somewhat representative of her in the scene. Because Yeah, it's because obviously she's like because if I remember rightly, she like runs into the bounty because it's cloaked, and then she falls down, and then she does that dramatic mime thing of what the hell, and then she's like Captain Kirk with the like banging on the hull. And then when she's beamed up, she is kind of like stunned, frozen, like what the hell is going on? So I love her. I think she's great. I will absolutely try and get her if I can. So.
Her stats are baller. They are incredible. Whether or not they are quite representative of her as a whole is a little bit...
Yeah, let's talk about that sec primary. So you've been beamed up onto a Klingon bird of prey. You're standing in confusion, and security is the first stat?
So the only way I can make it make sense in my head is that they have decided to roll this version of Gillian, or Gillian, or whatever. Gillian. God, thank you. Into the version of her that helps them with getting Chekhov out of the hospital, which I would allow Sec for, because that is. But then again, she doesn't, because she's not in the her medical scrub. So how much you want to take that as a yeah, Sec is an odd choice for a primary. Like you could have easily just picked Med or Psi as a primary, and then Sec as a secondary would have been less of a. Don't give everything Dip. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Dip. Please no. Please stop. Well, I can't.
I mean, if we want things to make sense, it should be Dip. And
I wouldn't be unhappy with Dip Med. I think that's fairly good.
This is a unique skill order, and she does have good voyage power, and it's going to make her like a top 15-ish Voyager. The stats elsewhere are actually not great. She's pretty pedestrian or outright bad everywhere else. So I know a lot of us are like, yeah, Voyages, that's all that matters. So in that frame of reference, she is fantastic. But for people who don't adore Voyages, she's actually kind of bad, which may open an avenue for people who don't want to compete for her because of that reason, and hopefully people who love Voyages will have an easier
trying to level
time.
the playing field now.
The pose is great. The issue for me, and I think Idle, you said it earlier yesterday, is it looks kind of two-dimensional and a little bit washed out color-wise compared to the other stuff we've had.
First Contact Barclay. Very kind of similar issues where it seems like it's something isn't quite right there. And when we spoke to Joe on the charity event, like he said, yes, we have this other art team that has been doing the ones like that. So it seems like this has come from sort of that division rather than like you look at like just to scroll back, look at Solkar. Solkar's stunning art, like you said before, really great art, good definition, detail in the robes, and then you go to Gillian Taylor, it's a bit like if something doesn't look, something's not right.
The shading provides a dimensionality to it that is not there. It's because that Gillian art, it looks like a sticker. It really does.
It's
like,
especially with the outline.
So,
yeah.
I was also thinking about this particular moment, and I was thinking that if I wanted to represent this exact moment in the most dynamic way possible in two-dimensional art, I would have probably gone for more of a what do they call it, like a three-quarter profile. Where, like, because I believe that when she starts being transported, she's looking at her hands and screaming, and you've got like the beginning of the transporter effect, like going up along
transport too. That would
and like going like that. I feel like that would be a bit more evocative and a bit more Wonderland-ish, where it's like you're actually crossing that threshold and being like mid-transport, especially with how good the TOS movie transporter effect looks.
Yes.
If that had been blended correctly, I think that would have been much better art. And again, it would have had that dimensionality. It would have looked less flat because you're looking at a three-quarters profile, which is how I remember she's shot in the movie anyway. I don't really remember any... I think maybe when she's beamed aboard the Bounty itself, I think there might be a full-on shot. But yeah, I think that's part of what plays into it, is that like when I think of the scene, I think of her looking down at her hands being beamed up, not so much this pose. I think it is a decent likeness of, oh God, what's her name? Catherine Hicks.
Yeah.
It's a decent likeness of the mother from Chucky, but... She, but yeah, it is just a little bit flat. I also just realized, looking at her, she has the exact same color scheme in 1986 as she does in 2286.
So let's talk about the displaced.
White and pink.
Yeah.
I was gonna get there.
Speaking of this, why is she displaced?
It's wrong.
It is wrong.
It's wrong.
Absolutely,
It's
because
They should be flipped.
Yes.
Yes.
It should
Her and
Yes,
the other
they should.
Jillian should be flipped.
Yes, absolutely. The other Jillian should have
And-
displaced, and this one should.
And for what it's worth, WRG was told this ahead of time, and they're like, whatever, we're just going to do it because she's in the Mega. Now, they did the cultural figure Mega, and they did add a few traits afterwards, but originally one of the 9 crew that were going to be introduced had the cultural figure trait, and we're all like, hold on, what's the point of a Mega then if you're not going to... So they did try to do that, they just unfortunately got it wrong. So I would say it's tough because, we love our voyages and the unique skill order, and there's a lot of value there, but the sort of washed out art, the display trait, and the sec primary... It sort of like tickles the back of my brain. Like, hold on, if I were going to add like a checklist of, all right, this is how I want to get a crew right. Make sure you hit these notes. I don't feel like they quite hit the notes on there, even though she is a pretty desirable card.
Look, we are Star Trek fans. We know when stuff goes like this, because that's the thing that stood out to me. I'm just like, I've seen Voyage Home fairly recently, and I'm looking at it going, displaced. No, this is not. That for what they set out to say, displaced is people that have been transported another time with no way of getting back, who have been outside of their normal time stream. I'm just like, hang on, no, Jillian's just been beamed up to a bird of prey. This doesn't make sense. Like, we are Star Trek fans. We are possibly the most picky fans, admittedly.
Oh, yeah.
In the history of
Star
fandom,
Wars.
probably
Star Wars.
quite close. I was going to say quite close to Star Wars.
My Little
maybe
Pony,
Harry
right.
Potter. Yeah.
Shout out to my bronies out there.
Yeah, the cutie mark's supposed to be on the other flank.
But
Don't you bring that kind of shit in here.
Big,
my
talk to me about the iCarly community, Big. How are they doing?
Thankfully, I'm pretty
But to sort of
outside
come
of
back, like, if there's any community that you can go to get an opinion about what's right about various things, bearing in mind they do check memory alpha for things, because we know they put it in the flavor text.
God, we know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come to us and say, like, should she be displaced? And we'll give you... And a lot of people give you different opinions, but most people will probably say no, because...
Because
One
like
thing, though.
even in the film, they're still in 1986 at that point.
If you want to say
regardless
she's
of whether or not she's made the decision to travel into the future,
yeah, if
she's
you want to
still in
say
the
she's
time that she is from.
Yeah, but from the brief they set out was people who were displaced in time. Like, you could say she's displaced because she's moved from the planet Earth up to the bird of prey, but that's not what they set out. They said it's deliberately travel through time with no way of getting back. If they're going to put displaced on Wonderland Taylor, they need to add it to Dark Ages McCoy or onto any of the Voyage Home crew, that Commander Chekhov and all that. So
It's like they did
One
us the
thing.
great service of defining this black and white when they released the trait, but that cuts both ways. You've got
much.
to be consistent.
black
in
and white
both
with shades of
directions.
grey in the text, to be honest, because it is fairly ambiguous. Even if you kind of say, like, they travel through time with no way getting back, there is still a whole lot of, like, the First Contact crew, a bit like, First Contact is big plot holes, like, and they travel back home.
Yeah, but how many other traits did they write a paragraph describing what it's supposed to be
Sure.
and what it's not supposed to be?
Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't disguised Kirk be displaced because he is in another time with Gary Seven? Like, but he can't.
I
get
think
back.
they gave him temporal agent instead. So
There
they
you go.
did it.
That's what I mean.
try to
Like, there
address
is,
that.
it's a grey line between the two. That it's like, but then they just, I think it's the issue we've had. They've just recently introduced this trait out of the blue, and I don't think they've given the time to think out with the respects to what Star Trek is about. Because you're going to add time travel traits to a Star Trek character, you need to think it through, because there are a lot of exceptions.
A donation has come in from Cranky, who says, because racing liners is smashing the show, be quiet, windbags. We want more racing liners.
Thank you,
Duly noted.
Frankie.
Okay,
The-
monologue.
isn't-
Noted.
You can still donate, I think, through noon Eastern tomorrow. We're going to leave this up. So
Yeah. bit.ly/ttcharity22. Okay, Racing, it's time for your
hold
monologue.
on.
Be prepared.
Stars has a point.
Yeah.
Stars has been sitting on this.
Okay,
one.
go on.
I will forgive this card its minor quibbles and things that are wrong with it if we get to equip the pizza box.
Yes.
And the Michelob.
Yes, exactly. If we get to equip the pizza box, I'm fine with it.
Oh, yeah, not enough
Yeah.
comes up with that. Should the whales be displaced?
Yes.
They have no way
Oh
of
my
getting
God,
back.
yeah, they should.
I like that.
They absolutely should.
Good point.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
They should.
Other crew.
Auto urgently navigates to the thread audit.
Thank you,
Yay.
not enough, for subscribing. 2 months subscribed. You are amazing. Okay. Move along to the other Displaced crew this week, and we'll lead on to our art chat. Shut up, computer. 2024 Raffi from the new series of Star Trek Picard. If you are not aware of spoilers, yes, they travel to 2024. I will say no more, and we will say no spoilers for Star Trek Picard Season 2 right here. But she is the super rare you can win that week.
Well, actually, I'm going to read the flavor text, and it's weird because it's a tiny. They are giving tiny little bits of spoiler here, which in the last few crew, like 2024 Picard, they've
Hands
been
over
very
your ears.
generic. So
next 10 seconds,
Yeah.
just go. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Come on.
Okay. Together with Seven and Rios, Raffi was sent back to 2024 Los Angeles to find the mysterious Watcher, the key to fixing the future.
Wow, that is quite a spoiler.
So-
That is very
Yeah,
spoiler.
it's a few plot points there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Okay, come back, Stars. I know Stars is waiting to watch it still, so.
I think what the really cool thing about Raffi, and some people have noticed, is her ship ability. So she
Yes.
has instant damage that does not need a trigger. I can't remember what the timer is on it, but
4 seconds.
yeah, it's really quick.
yeah, so that's great.
That's awesome.
Like she's gonna be putting on my Captain Division Arena roster like straight away. Like she's really useful for me. And yeah, and again to speak about art, the Raffi art is so good. Like she like
yes.
they have the steely Michelle Hurd determined gaze of she's gonna get shit done. Like it's like I feel like it personifies her so well
Man,
because I
in
really love Raffi in
there is
Picard.
I
one-
love Raffi as well.
There is one Raffi scene in season 2 that I really want to speak out that kind of references that, but I just so can't. But it is my favorite Raffi moment so far. But anyone seen Picard season 2, hit me up. I'll tell you which one it is.
I was watching through some season 1 Picard to mock up 1 or 2 cards, or maybe appearing in the show later. And I rewatched the episode where she sits all of the Rios holograms down and just is working through them.
I love that scene
It's
so much.
such a good scene. I was
They're
reminded, it's like, man, she's a really good actress. She's good fun.
Michelle is great.
Brilliant.
I like Michelle Ed.
And also, this is the best Raffi variant in the game. Changed my mind.
Hell yeah. Seconded.
How many we got now? 3? There's
I mean,
Lieutenant
so-
Commander and
the gold Raffi's not bad. The skill set's kind of bleh, and
She's like Voyager 200-ish, I think. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Big command base,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
Fourth. She's fourth. We
What?
got Reunion Raffi in the Caregiver.
Oh,
Mega.
yeah. I
Oh,
forgot about Reunion, yeah.
Caregiver that shouldn't be.
When can I get a snakeweed Raffi where she's like doing the drugs?
Yeah.
You might be waiting a while for that.
Yeah, 20th
What,
of
are you telling me I'm not
April,
going to
we'll
get my
get that.
beheaded Romulans as well? Like, I'm not going to get my beheaded Romulan?
I was just thinking the other week, because last time we talked about Carpenter Street Archer and how, like, off-brand Star Trek and kind of naughty that episode is. And I'm thinking, like, we can't get stabbed Picard because there's a little bit of red on his uniform, but we can go watch a guy drug hookers and, like, turn them in for cash and harvest their organs and stuff. I'm like,
I mean, we've
it's a
got
little
Punk
bit of
Rocker.
a-
He disrupted a load of people on a bus for no good reason. That's outrageous.
that scoundrel.
Is he a scoundrel? He should be, I feel. Yeah, the art was. I mean, the stats are. She's fairly sort of average for a super icon. Good if
She's
you knew.
good.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
She's got 2 collections. There you are. Maybe Undercover Operative will be one at some point.
That's
She's
literally
also
all
a-
that matters to you.
She's also a top 20 Voyager and a top 10 base,
Well,
which
there you
is also
Yeah.
pretty good. So
And an instant damage, but you know.
But it does feel with the
got
super rares.
two collections.
But it does feel with the super rares, like every new super rare every week is a new top of their certain tier. Like we had it with Badge, Challenge Linus, we had it with Amal Cote. He was, he's top of the field as well. It does seem like the super rares are pushing the threshold more than the golds are. So it feels, again, we're talking about feeling less special. It feels less special to me. Maybe it's because I am an elderly player and I have no concept of what new young'uns are up to. But
What time is it? What year is it?
Also, please, you wanted to lead us in a different conversation on the art. Like some people say, like you racing saying you love the art. You want to lead us into something on this also.
Yeah, so I've been tweaking Namer the last few weeks because crew like 2024 Picard and this Raffi, they're kind of just taking the photograph and then adding the signature red or blue and orange on either side. And we're like, oh, look at that detailed art. Look at how they drew that. And he's like, they're just taking a photograph. I'm like, no, it's all hand drawn, Namer. Trust me. So yeah, hold on. Now I got to go back and find those images we gave you. Go ahead and throw Picard up on the screen and Locutus side by side because
I've kind of got the group or nothing. So
okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are. The art is not bad, like for sure, but it's also lost, I think, a lot of its stylized nature and charm to it, where they're kind of taking a photograph or a still, and then they're adding, maybe a little bit of filter, a little bit of highlights. And if you look at some of the older crew, KDF Gowron, Locutus, Chancellor, is it Chancellor Laurel? I think
this is Vengeful Laurel. Yeah.
Vengeful Laurel, sorry, and Ushan Shran, and it's like they're actually drawing those by hand, and they may not be as crystal clear or as defined, but you're getting more elements of motion, you're getting a little more stylization, and it's not good versus bad, but it's like preference versus preference. And I want to know where you guys fall on how they're taking the direction, because I think maybe after the malaria art, they're going, okay, let's play it real safe and work off the photograph from here on out.
That is not Vengeful Laurel, that's 2-star Laurel. Just realized.
Sorry, what, Laurel?
Yep. That's 2-star Laurel.
Oh, it is
Classic
just Laurel, isn't it? Yeah. I have to say, Shran here, Ushan Shran. Now I'm looking at in comparison, he looks stunning. Like there is a really nice contrast on the art that you kind of don't see. Look, I've separated here left versus right, left being the newer art, right being sort of the classic art with the more definition of the contrast. Like Shran is the one that stands out to me as being sort of very kind of capturing the moment of the sort of the battle in it. Like Racing, you can speak to this, the battle where him and Arch are sort of fighting over honor. Like that kind of captures that. That's kind of the coolest Jeffrey Combs has really looked.
Absolutely nails the the tiny but mighty and I'm full of rage Shran. it nails it, especially in that scene, because obviously like Ushan is obviously brutal, like in terms of endurance, because it is supposed to be a battle to the death. So it's like, I'm having to go off memory because obviously I can't see them, but I'm kind of like in two camps, because in terms of like quality, I prefer the newer art because like I said earlier with Mira Reed, it doesn't really look like Dominic Keating, whereas the art now, it like you can look at that and you know it's the actor from whatever episode or movie that they were in. So if we have to sacrifice a bit of dynamicism for that, then but at the same time, I do want them to look interesting. Like in terms of when I look at them in my roster or have them on a bridge crew. Because I think, to use a recent example, I think Resistance Reese is a good hybrid. Because it's him, because he's in an action shot, because he's pointing the phasers, but you can still tell that it's the actor that plays Reese in Discovery. He looks good. The art is really nice and defined. The details on his uniform are excellent. So that is like a really good hybrid. Like if you want to do like a crew in action shot, I think that is a good guideline to work off, because I think it works really well. Yeah, that's my
pull up in chat, folks. Let us know which one you prefer.
I have to say, like, it's very subjective. Like we're sort of seeing from chat and seeing from people. Like I said I like the art on Shran. It's very dynamic, but then I also really like the art on Culber. I thought that's a very striking post from Confidant Culber to sort of say, like, this is the crew. I was really the fact it was a Tuesday card, but I really wanted it because of that really striking art. So it can be different from what you want, whether you just say, I want this crew from Star Trek on my roster with the good stats, or like you look at the art and think, wow, that's quite striking. So it can it is a very subjective thing. There are, like, we go back to sort of Taylor and we go back to sort of people like Hollow, Engineer Zimmerman and sort of the Hansons, where we're just like, oh no, this there's something wrong here. I think there's a difference. Like they're saying they've got a different art team. I like crew, like you say, like Confidant Culber, Second Chance Laris, but I also do I'm easily pleased. I also like ones like Ushan Shran, where they look visually stunning as well. So it's a hard compromise. is very subjective.
Sure.
Hey, Idle, did you get a copy of Confidant of Culber?
I did not know.
Oh, that's a shame.
Did you get him, Stars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on. What's our motto, Stars? I'm asking you this specifically, and not
don't do
auto.
6-packs.
Yeah.
Bring up 6-pack wins when you get them.
Oh yeah, like
Well,
when I
I
got
wanna-
resistant 3s on my second pull.
Oh yes.
Yes. Best
Star's
day
motto
ever.
is "Go do one." I think.
Yeah, basically.
Command dip. Anyway.
Not-
I think, and we'll probably the dam might break if they introduce lower decks, but I think we're going to get, whether we want it or not, a melding of art styles and all kinds of
Yeah.
different ones. So I think as long as they're not totally oversaturated yellow or, I mean, disguised Janeway, even though the suit looks really sharp, the face doesn't look quite like Mulgrew and Hippie Kira. I don't think it's a good Nana visitor likeness. So I'd rather have, hand-drawn or photorealistic. I just want it to look good, look like the person, and I can recognize them instantly. That's probably more important to me than the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm just moving you guys around on the screen to sort of make it a bit more
Okay.
seamless. I need to change my layouts on these. Shake Stars up a bit. Let's shake them up a bit. There we go.
Like,
Well, so yeah, you have to shake up Stars and then like blow in the top of the cartridge before you put it back in the console.
There's only one man allowed to blow me, thank you very much.
And on that note,
okay.
Cold has redeemed the question in chat. Idle, would you play an objective event if the 5-star reward was a tier 1 Mariner?
fuck yeah. Of course I would. Come on.
I'm sorry, he said
Seconded.
expedition event.
I'd have to. Come on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would.
If it's crew that you love, regardless of stats, you have to go for them. Otherwise, what is the point?
As the famous Jeff Goldman
What
said,
is the point? Indeed. Yeah.
as Jeff Goldman once said, lower decks finds a way. All right, I think it's time we paid attention to Stars' fantastic contribution to the show, and we went to our patented, I haven't made an intro yet, it's going to come, Timelines Talks Originals. Woo! And we have a bundle today. How many... right, first off, I have to confer with the group here. This should have been a show chat, but how many are we doing today, guys? What's our time limit? Auto, go on.
Time has no meaning
You're wrangling
here.
the show into submission today.
I
How many
think
should we do?
three.
Three, okay.
In 2 weeks on Timelines Talks number 69, we'll be having Cold on, and we'll be doing an all Scottish lineup of fake crew, because I know Cold, being from Scotland, is going to love it.
Speaking of
I got it
famous
right.
people
Don't
with
look at
very-
me. That's where he's from.
Yeah, dissing our current Scottish guest at the moment.
Indeed, yes.
It's,
Even
Speaking
though
of
I
with
sound nothing like it at all, but never mind.
Along with the Australian
Yeah.
cranky. Okay, for podcast listeners, which art style do you prefer? 68% say both are fine. 26% say they prefer the hand-drawn. And 5% prefer the photorealistic.
Interesting. Okay, speaking of people with very thick accents, our first Timelines Talks original is Pregnant Trip.
good question.
Yeah, it was a complete... Oh, hang on, I'm the one that triggers it. I haven't put sub-triggers on today. Karen,
Poop question, sir?
Oh, that was amazing!
Poop question, sir?
You can tell. I have watched Enterprise a lot, in case it wasn't obvious at all.
Oh, and here I thought you just watched our show a lot.
Yeah.
We got it.
Anyway,
Why not both?
Stars, talk us through Pregnant Trip from the episode that also features Dex's actress, who was recently on the Shuttlepod
yes.
1 show.
Ellen.
So, as has been mentioned before, Trip has a lot of really bad variants. He has, I think 2 gold variants, and they're both pretty rank. No, 3. And again, all pretty rank. That's how bad they are. I forget he has them. So I wanted to give him something good, but also thematically appropriate for the episode. So, Eng Dip Med felt appropriate. He does quite a lot of diplomacy in this episode. He's quite a good diplomat for humanity in this episode. A bit of Med because he is, after all, with child. He's dealing with medical issues. And Eng because, Trip is a engineering genius. It only makes It makes sense. I would like to. So if I was doing the cab briefing for this, I don't know what I would want. I don't know if I would want him eating all that food really, really, really quickly, sitting down at the table, or him on the bridge having to pull up his shirt and show off the fetus.
Yeah.
He's got the ball.
I don't know if you'd be able to get away with that. Yeah, he'll be putting those nipples to work soon enough.
I think that would be inappropriate Flox's tag.
This is one of the few times we can talk about nipples and stay within the context of
oh,
Star
please,
Trek,
we've seen you in the swimming pool.
I've seen it all.
Otto, have you got any traits to give me guff over, or do these look appropriate?
No, I haven't had time to look at this one, so.
Explorer?
Yeah, no, he's not exploring the bounds of the male body at all.
Well, because I think, if I remember this episode correctly, it's one of the first times he goes aboard an alien vessel.
True, he has to sit.
Yeah, and it's one of the first times
airlock,
they with the airlock. Yeah, it's the first time they really play around with that in Star Trek. I feel like
he has to
really
sit in there for like 12 hours or something, doesn't he? Before each way.
And he goes pretty loopy.
Do you know, I've been watching quite a lot of Shuttlepod 1, and I forgot how young he looks in this shot. Like, this is like episode 2 or 3 of Enterprise, isn't it, or something like that?
They started on the male pregnancy very early.
Yeah. Someone was waiting for Voyager to do that to Tuvok, weren't they? It was like, well, we just couldn't find time for the script. Okay, Tucker it is.
We'll do it to Trip instead.
By the way, if Timeline Sagas viewers are enjoying a different point of view from someone who's not a 34-year-old bald male, go ahead and watch that episode of Shuttlepod Show with Julianne Christie, I think her name is, who plays Alen from this episode. And they talk about how Trip sort of prepared to play that role and to try to be sensitive of what women go through and that. So it's a pretty interesting episode.
It always amazes me, like the actors they have on there. I mean, they haven't been in this role for like 20 odd years, and they can remember stuff from the scenes, from the actor behind the scenes, and what they did to prepare for the roles and things like that. Especially from from Alen, whatever her name was, Alen, was it Julia Christie? Her her perspective on it. She just remembers it, and she just comes out straight out with it. It's like, oh, wow, it's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch.
Shuttlepod is amazing. Like, even if you're not an Enterprise fan, like me, to get those behind the scene tidbits from Trek actors, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, and they sit around drinking whiskey, which is some of what we do as well. So there you go.
All right, I thought of a nitpick stars for you for this crew, and I think so. A lot of it is him dealing with volatile emotions, and sometimes he gets upset at a crew member. What if there's a little person walking around here? It's not safe.
That's one of my favorite scenes in episodes when he goes off on the guy in engineering.
So between his volatility and such a juicy skill set, I kind of would have liked to have seen this as a gauntlet crew, I think, with big proficiencies and a big swing back and forth.
Fair, that's fair. We don't have any real dip end meds monsters. We only have like dip end with Red Angel.
We did just get Second Chance Lars, who's pretty good.
True. Yeah. Clearly, I should have stolen her stats, but I wanted Trip to be good on Voyager. So.
Copy and paste.
I mean, you could have just taken this skill set and given him like Dexa like proficiency level, and it would have been,
yeah, she's usable in Gauntlet. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on, and I'm going to try and... Oh, I'm using the wrong buttons here. Hang on. I just want to skip ahead a few of these, because I want to find one that was submitted by our very own racing liners. We talk about Emmett. Super rare.
Yes!
One of the holograms, one of the Rios holograms that you submitted. Super rare, those stars. Explain why he is a 2-skiller set command, please. Do him dirty.
I literally watched every scene he's in, minus I think the scene he's in Series 2 of Picard, because I haven't seen that yet. And I really couldn't find a way to justify a third skill, because these holograms are incredibly limited in their scope of what they can do. I was like, maybe engineering, because that usually dovetails with tactical, but it's like, no, there's literally an engineering hologram right there. Doesn't really make sense to me.
It would actually make sense for him to be a 2-skiller, so I would agree with that.
So I was like, okay, well, how do I make him worthwhile then? Because he's not going to be very traity. I didn't even give him Scoundrel, which I think most Rioses have, because he's not very scoundrelly. He doesn't really interact with people all that much. So I was like, okay, what are the two things I can give a 2 skiller? I can give him Gauntlet, and I can give him one hell of a ship boom, and I feel like that's appropriate for a tactical hologram.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like this was like the best I could do, because I figure if you're gonna do the Rios holograms, I feel like the best way to do them would be as part of a mega. Like,
yes, I
just,
did
like, do all
suggest that.
Yeah.
Because when Shan did the teasing brainstorming thread, which is still on the forums, I believe, she did ask for people to make suggestions, and I obviously suggested a Rios hologram mega with a Cristobal Rios as recurring, because obviously I love him. He's amazing. I'm very biased, but I'm only incredibly heartbroken when Joe said last week that they couldn't do the art for one of them because they couldn't find a picture. Devastated.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that, because I was looking
I'm also trying to think which one it is, because we see all of them in broken pieces, episode 8.
Yeah, and they're full body shots, because it's a wide shot of all of them around the thing, and one or two of them are sitting down, but I'm pretty sure you see them, and it's like, they're all basically wearing like some variation of black top, black pants. One of them has a hat, one of them is dressed slightly more smartly than the other, and varying degrees of facial hair. It's not that... They've innovated with less, is what I'm saying. But I don't know. Yeah. I can't speak to what they were doing. Maybe I can't be throwing these things out. They do a good job most of the time.
Idle. Hello. Could we throw up another? Because we have a few more STO giveaways to do. How about we throw up another one in chat before it gets too late?
Let me do one now.
And while you're doing that, Stars, are these Cosmo traits proficiencies?
What?
Oh, I got you.
Wow.
Usually you wait until after the show is done to point out where I get my inspiration from.
Alright, giveaway started. PlayStation 4 / Xbox Star Trek online codes are now up for if anyone wants it. Exclamation mark giveaway. This is the Agile bundle, which is a couple of ships and some other stuff. So please enter if you're interested in that.
Yeah, no, I feel like the way I would want to introduce these holograms is have all of the holograms as super rares, maybe do like 4 in each of the individual events, maybe do a 5th as a giveaway, and then the 5th would be maybe Captain Rios from Season 2 of Picard. I feel like that would be a nice, tight Rios mega.
No. You get all 5, and you have the first game's 5 fusion card that introduces all of them on the couch with Raffi, and they're all doing that.
That'd be great. That would be legitimately wonderful.
Tap on their heads, like from that would
you'd have to make a really good card to justify that amount of expenditure.
Yeah, that would be a lot of work.
They're in every collection. How about that? All right, one more from the timeline source. Oh, sorry, go on. Hold
on. Racing. I don't know if your boyfriend / husband is listening. You might have to mute if so. How fine is Santiago Cabrera, and how much do you want every card of his in game?
Well, there is no Mr. Racing at the minute, so I can fawn as much as I want. He is a beautiful, beautiful human being, honestly. Because for context, when I was a teenager, he was in a TV called Merlin on the BBC where he played Sir Lancelot.
Oh god, I forgot he was in that.
And he was in like full Knight of the Round Table armor, flowing cape. It's like, oh my god. And then right after, he was in another BBC show called The Musketeers where he played Aramis. Again, it's very similar. I would have suggested an Aramis Rios for the Fake Crew, but the face of Rios hat is actually very similar, so I didn't think there would be much thing. But man looks great in a bin bag. I'm telling you, he is.
Well,
like, give me the Rios cards. Is what I'm saying. I want them all. They will be bridge crews, permanently avatars, whatever.
I'll tell you what.
Give me all the Rios cards.
There's one Rios that we won't get because of the technically violent content, but it's the one I want the most. And it's when we're introduced to him on the bridge of the Serena, when he's got the shirt off, the shrapnel on his shoulder, and he's smoking the cigar.
Blood on his shoulder.
Such a good establishing character moment. I
it's fantastic.
So good.
Like,
I would love that art. So good.
If we do get no slight spoilers for the first episode of Picard season 2. I'm not going to go too far up, but because since you mentioned it already started, we do get Captain Rios. It has to be sitting in the chair with the cigar. Because that is just like...
Absolutely.
When I first saw it, I was
Absolutely.
like, smoking on the bridge? Okay.
Yeah.
It's his bridge.
Oh, that's,
He can do it. He can do it.
I mean, that's canonical back to Wrath of Khan. Come on, they put the no smoking sign on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Oh, did they?
So I mean, that's like, yeah,
I've
that
never
was
seen
that was a Nicholas Meyer thing. Yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
he thought
It's in
that
the
this should be-
simulator room. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
We do have
Yeah.
Duchamp or Duchamps, as the kids say, smoking in game.
Oh yeah, we do. That's right.
We could also get smoking Picard from when Q gives him the cigar in the Human Q episode. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I know everyone's like fusion, but Picard and Riker in that moment. Maybe Riker in the background with like his fantasy women, and Picard with the cigar. That would just be a cute 1-2 pairing. I think.
Only if I can equip the fantasy women as an item.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
and
next
Cranky
one.
points out that Martia or Marcia,
Yeah.
I think is also smoking. So there you go.
Oh, Anastasia Komanov as well.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Boy,
okay.
who isn't smoking in this game? It's like everyone.
The art is just that good. Everyone's just smoking.
EM3 green, unless that really does it for you.
Hey. Listen, I've known a few people to have a cuckulcan or two. Anyway, moving on. This one is for our very good friend Shai. SETI Alpha 5 Khan, as he is emerging from the desert in the Wrath of Khan. This is an absolute
Hold on, I gotta
iconic scene.
tag him for this.
Yes.
one.
Absolutely, you do. This is a great moment. Even though you don't see his face, that is Multiban through. Sorry, enunciate yourself, title.
Yeah, this was like the best picture I could get, but if I was going to represent him in game, what I would want for the art is I'd want him when they're inside the cargo bays and he pulls off just the bottom part of the headgear, so you can see that stunning Ricardo Montalban that jaw, and then just go, and then that, and like the glove, because like it's such a cool look, and he only rocks it for that one scene, but it's just so iconic. Yes, Cranky suggested this one.
Shai's already complaining the void rank is too low. Look, Command Edgemed is the best skill set in the game, period. So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's going to make up for it.
There are 2 other cards with that, so Fez.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with like how the big book stuff works, but with the voyage rating, it's you get your raw voyage rating in terms of rank, but it's also factored in how rare the skill set is and like seating as well.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
with a skill set like this and traits like this and power like this, he would probably be on the big book, like probably top 5, I would imagine. Like Namer could probably give me the actual figures if I, but
Okay,
also.
so we were already arguing about this in chat. So
Yeah.
let's see. What did I have a problem with? I think it's the displaced trait. I'm looking, and Idle missed. Okay, Idle already missed a few. Human augments, survivalist, brutal, interrogator, resourceful, cultural figure, criminal, desperate, displaced, engineered, prisoner, tactician, villain. And they all fit. You know, WRG's only going to give them half of them, except displaced. If you go for a really long nap and wake up in the future, are you displaced? I don't think so.
I don't know. Ask Amelia Earhart.
No,
Wait,
that's
is she not
because
displaced?
She is displaced.
Yeah.
That's why the logic holds.
Okay.
no, but that's like a non-canon thing because they gave her the whole spy for the U.S. government thing and rolled that into her character. So
I don't see what has. But actually, that is the original Amelia Earhart from 1937.
okay,
Frozen.
but they also have 20 wrong displaced traits. So if we're counting on what WRG does, that's not like the greatest barometer.
Oh yeah, no, like this. I purely wanted this for controversy.
Shai's yelling at us in chat. So.
Old man yells at Cloud. It's fine.
His entire planet moved through space.
Yes, it did.
Hang on,
This is a
is
great.
Shai
and now
still in the show chat? He can come and do a flyby.
Oh my god.
He is, yeah. You come do a flyby if you got a show to say, Shai.
So we've had Mega Crew before, like Minuet and Cortar and Atana Joel, and people are like, really? I don't even remember this episode. This is a proper villain mega recurring crew. People would blow their stack for this. If you do recaps and get like one extra copy, fuck it, fuse him up too. It's like this would be a mind-blowingly good card, super thematic for a villain mega. This would be like I would stand up and applaud them. I wouldn't nitpick for like a whole episode. So it would really be great.
Yeah, I wanted, because Wrath of Khan is my favorite Star Trek movie. It's actually tied as my favorite movie of all time, with Princess Mononoke. And I wanted to give arguably the most iconic Star Trek villain of all time just a card that is kind of good at everything. So he's good on voyages, he's got a good skill set, he's got all traits that are appropriate but also good. He actually has a bit of a niche but interesting arena ability. He has a little bit of gauntlet that I feel like he probably has a few 45% sets he could use. I just wanted him to be good everywhere in some way. I wanted him to just be really, really, really good.
Can you imagine if you did work for WRG and they came up and they said that? That'd be so refreshing. We just wanted it to be good.
Yeah.
We want every card to be good.
He tasks us.
He tasks us.
Yeah. I also wanted to fit the entire quote into his arena thing because I love his line to Terrell, which is, "You are in a position to demand nothing. I, on the other hand, am in a position to grant nothing."
Yeah, so good.
And Multibond's delivery on that is amazing, but I could only fit so much in the character limit.
Mm-hmm.
Here
he is.
There he is.
Oh, God.
Fly by shy.
Here we are.
In uniform. Look.
Yes.
SETI Alpha 6 exploded 6 months after we arrived. Kirk and all the other captains, they just traveled around in their ships. Our entire planet shifted out of orbit. Who has voyaged more than I ask? No one.
Only satisfied with
I just
Voyager
think
number
his
one.
voyage score should be higher. That's all. I just think his voyage score should be higher.
He should be ranked -1, right?
Yeah.
That's right. He should be
improved
issue
over
0.
time.
Oh my gosh, that was
Fantastic applause.
Racing Letters, you're killing
Thank
it.
you, Sean.
Thank you
amazing.
thank you for the breath of fresh air over all these
You're so welcome.
elderly broadcasters. Anyway, I like the
He's
trait
alright.
list. He's completely displaced through the time machine of sleep. Good night.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, I'm really appreciating how Idle recovering from COVID and myself, we put on a 9-hour charity stream. Takes months of planning. People are like, yeah, these guys fucking suck. Bring racing back on. I'm like, oh, thank you.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
Sorry, I'm just trying to recover from Shy's gate crashing. That was so funny.
Yeah. Every time. Just breathe it in.
He put the outfit on. If you can't donate for charity for that, then
The effort, man. Oh my God.
No, Shy is MVP.
Just give me a
definitely.
minute. Oh Jesus. I'm broken.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not to say too much of mid appearance, but yeah, you're killing it. Don't stop. You're doing wonderfully.
Tier 1
Thank you,
guess.
Big. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I do have 7 other ones mocked up, but I think we are running short on time.
We will. Oh, well,
Yeah.
we'll stagger them out. We've got plenty of time. Okay. We've talked a bit about the Displaced collection that has just dropped. Guys, how do we feel about some more sec in a collection that probably should be End or Psi? And the 40 threshold, even though we have 60 crew. Nothing.
I think we might have had...
We all talked.
Everyone at once. All right, Racing, you're up.
I mean, because I'm trying to think the last time we got a new collection drop was the because the Tribble Mega. It was the fact that the thresholds were at that you needed every single Tribbled crew in game and every Tribble crew from the Mega, which I mean, for me, I wasn't that keen on it. I was just like, I mean, I do struggle with collections anyway. I'm very like 2/3 to halfway through a lot of them. So I don't mind it being at 40 currently, even though we will get a lot of them from the Mega, because collection expansions are going to happen in the long term. I think Ben kind of hinted at during the Q&A or the charity stream, I can't remember which one, but I think he did say that short term no, long term probably. So it's fine. Yeah, I was surprised when it was Sec though. I was expecting Psy Boost, to be perfectly honest.
At the moment, Engine Psi have the lowest boosts, and Second Dip have the highest ones. And, time travel, science, to me, sounds really sciencey, maybe a little engineering.
That's
the technology.
For nerds.
I think they could have kind of pleased everyone by evening things out, and they said, whatever, just who cares? They don't play this game, just pick a random skill, go,
30%. Why join fleets
Content
when you can
train.
just complete collections?
I do like seeing the maximum number of crew in game because it gives people something to work towards. So
it depends. I'm on the flip side. Like I think it's I get what you're saying. Like it is a nice sort of objective goal for it, but at the same time, we already have like 20 other collections that have like 100 odd threshold, and it's already stressful enough trying to sort of manage your crew to get to the. Just talking about myself, but it was always stressful enough looking at all these resourceful, all these inspiring
collections
crew.
are hard.
Exactly, and you look at these things, that's unachievable. A 40 collection on the crew that has 60 actually kind of looks like, hang on, a lot of these are super rare. This feels kind of good. I can complete it. It feels like a little bit reassuring that there is a small scale collection that I can complete and then go on to the next one. It is,
Well, but on the flip side, then that kind of invalidates the point of collection, which is okay. It adds value to this crew. Well, if you don't need half of them, then it doesn't really add value to the bad ones. You're going to continue to skip immortalizing them because you don't need them to finish the collection. So.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just been counter to how they have released these in the recent past. They have been apt to kind of push them towards the limit for that reason, because then everyone in the collection is important. So I don't mind it. It's easier for me because that makes it more feasible to complete. But yeah, it's counter to what they've done in the recent past anyway.
A donation from Low Cost Monkey says, extra donation for the incredible racing designers and the amazing shy porn efforts today. Absolutely superb, and Karma paid him back with by winning the STO code. So congratulations!
Yes, he did.
Thank you, Monkey.
Well done. And he has just taken the last Xbox code, so we have one more PS4 code, which I will start a thing for.
Yes, it's for the children. I'm.
Wait, did I do the right one there? Yeah,
I'm a role model.
Right, I'm going to start another giveaway, and this will be for the PS4 code for Star Trek Online for the Agile Bundle. Win it if you have a PlayStation 4 and a copy of Star Trek Online. If you don't have a copy of Star Trek Online, get it, because it's quite fun as racing.
It's good. It's fun.
I have now been converted. I've seen the light. Anyway, before we go too much on a tangent, one last big crew before we play some games and get to exciting things. One last crew we need to talk about. We'll do some more fake crew soon. Let me turn that off. Oh God, where's the
timelines? Talks.
Sorry,
originals.
Never
Stop
mind.
calling them fake. They matter. God damn it.
They matter to me. Okay, let's talk about Shrek. Somebody once told me that Jaglom Shrek is now in the Tuesday crew. He is a gold card Dip Command Engineering with a respectable Voyage 145 communicator. This is James Cromwell, isn't it? Is this the James
Yeah, it is.
Cromwell
Oh!
Uridian? Yes. So first
I
contact
wondered
day.
where he was from.
Yes, first contact day. Birthright, isn't it? This is the Birthright TNG.
Yes. Yeah.
An Uridian information dealer who sold Worf the false hope that his father was still alive. All right, is it a Uridian or an Uridian?
An Uridian.
I would say
Uridian.
a Uridian.
As would I.
Yeah.
A Uridian.
If it's
Yeah,
if it's
A Uridian.
if it starts with something that sounds like a vowel sound,
Ian.
Well, Y is the unofficial vowel. It is the sort of like the bridge, isn't it? It's a vowel, but it's not.
yeah.
Okay, let's say you were talking about a Starship Yorktown. Would you say an Yorktown, or do you say a Yorktown?
I say the Yorktown.
A Yorktown.
With like
Yeah.
the
Okay,
Voyager.
but for the
Is it ship?
purposes of this conversation, Captain Idle, would you say a Yorktown vessel or an Yorktown vessel?
If we're talking about no bloody A, B, C, or D, then I'd say a Yorktown.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
a
you.
Yorktown.
Okay, it's like if it's somebody from Yorktown, would you say an Yorktown man or a Yorktown
I'd be
man?
like, that dick?
A.
Oh, he's one of them Yorktown guys. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little awkward. That should probably be changed in a future update.
So
Hey now, you're a gold
That's what
card.
hits. That's what hits the bottom dollar is the A or an.
Yeah.
At any rate, is this a card you should be draining your dilithium resources for in a Tuesday pack? I think I know the answer.
Don't do
Automaton.
six
Yeah,
pack.
man.
Automaton wanted to. Auto wanted to.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's just the crew in the. Oh, hold on, I'm being summoned.
oh.
Okay. So it's sodium bromine. Nah, bro.
I like that.
If I didn't know you were dead before, I do
Excellent
now.
style pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the pack has OO Garrick and what Lumeral Kira.
Mm.
Is that right? And
Yeah.
they're pretty
Yeah.
trait
Yeah,
crew,
Lumeral.
so I like
And
praying for traits at this point in the game. So
Super
that's why I'm kind of
Laris
intrigued.
as well.
Yes.
If anyone bothers about that.
Indeed. If you need that extra stuff.
Yeah.
Super rare. Oh, if they're not legendary, they don't matter. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, who would pull 6-packs just for purple crew? I mean, who does that?
Anyway, Voyage Rank
does
145. That's got to be worth something, right?
Oh my god.
Idle does that. Just
I do
for
do
anybody
that.
doesn't
I do
know.
do that.
Idle
And
just-
I was under the false information for some reason because I don't check that little information. I looked and went, oh, it must be a super rare. Look at him. It's a Uridian. They can't put a Uridian as gold. And I went to go pull it. And then the game wisely said, no, this pack's fucked. You can't pull this. And then something went wrong. So they pulled it down. So I don't know what happened there. But they soon went back up shortly.
I've got to say, between Command Officer Cisco in the daily rewards and this pack being bugged and Section 31 Read in the EV Suit collection, they've not had a good
Listen.
week.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
we love Ben, Fury, Joe, Carmen, all the guys that come off for the show. Lovely, best of the guys, but we do have to keep flipping that chart that says like certain days amount since the last minor quibble. I think we'll call it now because I won't call it a fuck up. I'll call it a minor issue with something that went wrong somewhere. But we do keep flipping that.
It gives the game character.
Yeah, 0 days since the last incident.
It's never off 0 for long.
Yeah.
So this is actually Jaglum Shrek is actually a crew that Stars and I, because we watched part 1 of Birthright, we have to get to part 2, and Shrek is one of the crew that we mocked up. So the traits are a little different, but overall, I think the flavor and the theming is kind of what you want. Dip Primary is a little weird because he is kind of a weasel. And being an information dealer, I think that would be more of a security kind of thing. But yeah, he's a pilot, and he operates his own craft. He smuggles Worf into the Romulan territory, so they should add those traits. But it is what it is.
Yeah, there's also some missing stuff that was meant to be in the second part of Birthright, but because Cromwell broke his leg, they didn't get around to it.
Oh, really? I've never heard that.
Oh.
Yes, he was
I
meant
didn't
to
know
go
that.
down onto the wharf with Planet, go down to the planet with Worf.
Go down on Worf? Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm just projecting there. Maybe I'm just projecting. But yeah, he was meant to go down to the planet with Worf, and apparently the whole reason that he sought him out was because he was once a prisoner, and he therefore believes in helping other prisoners gain their freedom, and that's meant to be his whole shtick. But that obviously didn't happen because Cromwell broke his leg, and therefore they couldn't bring him in and start doing jungle shoots, so you lose all that context, essentially.
Go down on Worf and he broke his leg.
I mean, that's how it worked for Jadzia, right?
Oh, that's true. Something about
It
that.
gets a little blue around here as it gets lower, though.
Those jungle planets, man, they're hazardous.
I don't know how to recover from that.
Don't get this crew, he sucks.
He does suck. Yeah, it's not great. It's something
I mean, he's just eh. He's just eh.
Is he?
I mean, the traits are pretty. The traits are pretty crap.
He's another communicator in the odd.
Idle's over here like one collection.
You come on. You every time you know what I'm like. You know me. Come on.
Statistically, this is where you would like your crew to be after 2.5, 3 years, kind of thing. I think.
Yeah.
So.
145's not bad for a voyage ranking, and Dip Command Eng isn't terrible. Like it's.
So
but by the time he comes into the portal, yeah,
he's rank 170 unboosted. So next month with new collections, he may drop 40 ranks. It can be a little volatile like that.
Yeah, not to say that if you got him now for some insane reason decided to get him to 5 stars, you wouldn't use him. You probably would, but in about a year's time, when he comes into the portal and you get the 1st star, and by the time you get the 5th star, yeah, he'll be redundant. Like this is crew.
For context, he is literally at the point that Admiral Maxwell Forrest is now, 2 years after release. And it's almost the exact same skill set, so
there you go.
Well, and he's pretty DOA for future collections, because I mean, yes, Merchant could be a collection, but that's still pretty small.
10, I think, only about 10 or 12 in that.
Yeah, and it's like, but everything else, it's like Scoundrel, probably not. Civilian, probably not. Uridian, definitely not. Crafty seems enormous. I mean, it's like he's pretty topped out on day one. That's not a good outlook.
Yeah, and it's interesting that he came up on our fake crew because Timelines Toys Originals. Because when we mocked him up, we literally made him a two skiller and gave him a few extra traits that felt a bit more appropriate. And it's like, this really does feel like the kind of crew that, especially given that he didn't get that filling out a backstory, that really doesn't warrant a gold card. Like, really, this is the one? You couldn't have picked someone else?
Yeah, they do that all the time.
I know, but this one especially, it feels like it's when they aren't even a good Voyager or have other redeem. Because, like, oh no, Dip rank 7. How many of those have we had in the last 3 weeks?
Wait,
actually,
did he also pip Amanda Grayson? we need a running tally of that.
No, you're kidding.
Hold on,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, heck. That's awkward.
What, you mean Sec Primary Amanda Grayson with the gun hidden in her robes?
Yes,
she took the gun to the graduation.
Okay, so since Amanda Grayson came out, she's been pipped by Twilight Archer, Esteemed Curzon Dax, Daja on the Run, Jaglem Shrek.
Wow.
Ouch.
So about one every 2 weeks, I guess.
That is rough.
So listen here is, don't chase dip bases, kids. Just
never,
don't.
Ever.
You know, so Ben did say they're not going to do a lot of big collections. They're going to try to keep them small so you don't accidentally get skill boosts just by completing crew, and they don't want to be too rewarding. So I could definitely see something like Merchant or the smaller ones.
Merchant, 10 or 15. I think they do 15, didn't they? Maybe if they add another merchant, they could go 20. So Evans and Wales says there's 19 merchants at the moment. Could see it.
Don't worry, we just need to wait for someone to lose a collection, have the crafty trait, and then we get the crafty trait added as a collection, and then suddenly,
Well, listen, you know what's more exciting than James Cromwell in a load of rubber is playing some games.
For our next segment, you guys might want to get your phones handy because you may need to reference the game. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Load up the game.
I will put my
Hang
data
on, I don't know what
And
is this.
the link is in for Scribble.
Oh,
the link is in show
right,
chat.
yes.
Oh,
Right, I
Scribble,
need to do
of
some
course.
things
This is
on
going
my
to be Star Trek and Star Trek timelines themed. So learn how to draw stuff.
Interesting. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me load this up in
Gonna
another
be
window,
interesting.
and I will share. Hang on, I've got to share on my way. Chat, you get a live view on my screen, so it's my go. Don't spoil in chat.
Oh, this is the one chance when not seeing chat is actually you.
There you go.
Yay. Hey! Oh, I need to...
Do I just
Change
click play? I haven't done this yet.
Oh,
You need to, so you'll get like an avatar selection screen when you click the link, and you can like customize it, and then you press play.
Yeah.
Huh.
Why am I still on the show? Racing Line, I should have my spot already.
She's informative. She's funny.
The seat in here that's
I'm
this
not.
is certainly mine. Okay, so I've got the avatar screen,
Yeah.
and then what do I do?
Well, flick it
So
back.
if you
you
want
need
to
to-
customize your avatar, you can customize your avatar using the arrows. If not, just click play.
Boomer.
Just click play.
Boomer?
Yeah.
Let me...
What do I do with all these
How many
internets?
rounds? How many rounds?
What do I do with all these buttons?
Are we finishing the night on this, or do you want to do something
Up to you.
else?
I haven't got work tomorrow, so I'm easy. Who's got to get up early?
You're
Easy
always
like
easy.
Thursday morning. All right,
I got to
that's
get
what-
up early, but it's still 5 o'clock here, so
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say-
Yeah, I
for-
was
for-
gonna say like you're in Texas, you're fine.
Okay, let's get started. We'll do 5 rounds and go from there.
Okay.
All right, who's first? Ooh. Who's south?
Okay.
Oh, right, it's big. Big south.
Okay.
Right.
Hang on.
And these are all Star Trek and Star Trek timelines themed.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
I probably shouldn't be playing this because I know what all the words are. But
Oh,
Oh, that did not work at all.
Oh.
There you go.
There
I
we go.
got it. Yes.
I got it because of Star's misspelling.
Yeah, I shouldn't have fumbled that. Really, that's my fault.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm glad that one was easy to draw.
Okay, I'm gonna have fun with this one. So, oh, what color?
Jacqueline Shrek going down on Wolf.
Oh my word. Using the
Purple
thick
blue.
nib.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, let me.
Oh,
There's a reason why I'm going with the specific colors. If you think
What?
about where we see this in Star Trek. Although I have maybe used the wrong colors. Maybe.
Oh,
Okay. There you go.
I hope that all of Shy's guesses are like Khan branded.
Hi, Shy. No, I ain't got a clue. Jesus.
now I can only think of about 55 words. So we won't be able
okay.
to,
No, yeah.
to
No,
play
I
this
see it.
for
Yeah,
free.
yeah,
I was
got
I
it.
was doing the Bajoran
Yeah.
wormhole, which is kind of bluey purple.
Okay, I've got one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go.
It was a good likeness.
Oh, it's 2 words.
It was up to now that I didn't realize that there were actually blanks for letters to go.
Is that a fat water bottle?
Let me do. I know this is how it
Oh,
works in the show.
I think I know which one this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Horgun does not work.
I'm gonna take my free points.
I need to try and draw. I don't know how I could draw this next part, but I've not left myself enough room.
Does Warp Spine, does that fit the number of letters?
Oh, I think I know what the second word is, but I don't know what the first one is.
I've got enough room to write honor. Says
My
my honor.
honor.
Says my honor.
Oh, the blue barrels!
Of
The
course.
famous
Of
TNG
course.
blue barrels that I can't remember because I'm a
Frankie in
fake fan.
chat got it. The barrel that killed
Nice. Yeah.
But he got better.
He did get better. It's true.
Oh fuck.
Hang on. Have I got a different shade of blue? I
Oh,
do.
hang on,
Good.
guys. How many letters in this? Oh, ah,
This is not what I...
yeah.
Boom.
Oh, no. How... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my gosh.
I didn't change my name. My name is South. That's stupid.
That's where you're
it.
from.
Got it.
You got it, but you know, fat fingers.
Oh, my God.
Playing on mobile is extra difficult. I
Yeah,
think.
I hate.
Yeah, that's
typing on
hard
my
mode.
Oh, did I not get it? Oh, no.
phone.
It's fine. I knew what it was. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna cheat and try to use
In
my
your
phone
heart of
for
hearts.
reference.
Yeah.
I'm glad Nifty's not here. He would have got it by now.
Ooh.
What the fuck? What?
Damn it! You got me, Stars. You got me.
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
You got me quick.
Yeah.
Fastest finger in the east.
Okay, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. Right,
yeah.
yeah, fine.
I think the purple helped.
Purple always helps.
Shut up. Oh, oh boy.
Oh my
I
god,
hope it's
that's
gone.
Shah's music!
New words.
Toaster.
Oh.
I think I know what this is. Fuck.
But you guys are getting it faster than me, and I put
Oh.
this together.
Huh? No, I don't want that.
No.
Yes.
Oh yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
Racing got it.
yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. That's a good drawing. That's a good drawing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's
Good likeness.
brilliant.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Shy.
I would like it to be noted that I am 5 points ahead of Otto, despite him knowing all the answers.
By the way, we never got a winner for our Trek challenge on Sunday, so
Oh, what, from you two? I thought we did.
no, we
Oh,
left
Otto
it
won.
hanging.
I know he did.
To preserve our friendship, we left it open-ended.
Oh, sorry, Shy. You just typed that in a comment. No, fuck.
Yes. You will kick yourself, Idol.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm so close.
It's a funny
Yeah.
line in Discovery Season 2, yeah.
Why are we... Really? Why only one M? It's two, isn't it?
No, it's one.
No!
It's always the one.
Really? Wow.
Turn into a
Big
secret,
fan.
turn into a secret spelling challenge.
Shit.
Oh,
By the way,
this-
if you don't pick a word fast enough,
Oh.
it picks it for you.
Oh
so.
shit. Okay. Right. I know what I'm doing.
Said no one ever.
I've never said that ever on the show. I know what I'm doing.
I said that allegedly. No, I don't. There we go. That's a better color.
Is this getting graphic? What is
No, Auto. Come on.
What? Oh. Oh, no, it's two words.
Hot dogs?
What kind of fucking hot dogs do you eat?
Lots of ketchup.
Don't spell. Oh.
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 Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Thank you.
There you go. Perfect.
I mean, I could have given a clue from your STO thing, but that would have been
Yeah.
unfair to everyone else. So,
Mm.
Rocky Balhorter.
Ah, very good.
Yes. I've still got Rocky. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, right. Okay.
Bye again.
Stars, you're
how?
crushing it.
Stars, how?
Everyone mocks how loud my mechanical keyboard is until it gives me an advantage.
Oh!
Apologies for the bad drawing. I'm so sorry.
That's really good.
I'm so sorry, Whoopi Goldberg, but I have to apologize.
Okay. Okey-doke. This is going to be... Yeah, find it.
3 words. Jeez.
Is that an animal?
Is it the Batman?
The bat symbol.
Yeah, I was going to say it's in Batman.
Oh, I got it.
And then if I just draw...
There we go.
Oh. Oh, I put an extra E in it.
You can't sing it.
Sorry.
Oh, that gave it away. So.
Sorry,
Yeah, there we go.
Shame.
Well, I have learned I'm exceptionally bad at this.
Hold on, I gotta find the. I gotta open up the.
Gotta find some reference material.
Yeah.
Starts tracing.
You only reached it for the articles.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 letters.
Oh God, I'm so like. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all.
Was he a perfect gentleman? What the fuck?
Ugly bag of mostly. What the?
What are we doing here?
9 letters.
What is this?
Oh no, don't look at chat. That's the most special needs star I've ever seen. What?
What?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh!
What? No, I'm lost.
Star Lab. Regular one.
and then I look up and 2 people have gotten it already. Screw you guys!
Sorry, Big.
We love you, Big.
I mean, I recognise those Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay,
Laurel.
okay, yeah, I see.
Chat got it. Come on.
All right. You draw a wreath on the fly, you asshole!
Thank you.
It's dignity, Luan! Dignity! It's diplomacy, Luan! Oh, wait, what? No, it's all one word.
Okay.
Yes!
Racing is good at this.
How is there enough information to make a...
I see it.
I want to give another hint, but then I'll get in trouble.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I see it. I was going down the bird of prey.
They.
Flying high.
Oh, Romulan.
Just, yeah.
I don't remember any of the words I put in.
Okay, cells are orange!
Shy, don't be salty now.
Come on, Seth.
This is blue.
Blue.
I'm mostly drunk, so changing the colors is kind of off the table.
Okay.
Oh, but it happened.
Yeah.
What?
Well, because someone clued me in on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There's not enough letters for it to...
Oh, no. Let's get rid of that shit.
What?
You know, you can pick a bigger eraser as well.
That's what she said.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Eraser, I barely know her.
Nice.
No? Okay, fair enough.
But oh,
Oh!
I'm just built different. It's
Got
fine.
it!
Okay, see, the thing was, like, one of the choices was quadrant again, and I felt like that picking it again was just too much of a...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I couldn't think of too many words that were easily drawable and Star Trek timelines.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to do that. Whoa, go away. Okay, I can't get the color that I want because I'll end up clicking. Oh, yes, I can. Never mind.
I cheated for that one. Moldy box.
Yes.
I'm trying to color it in, but it's not working very well.
What?
Yeah, don't try the fill feature. You'll just black the whole screen out.
Oh yeah.
Do a green tractor beam on it.
Oh, fuck! I got time.
Yeah.
Ah, no. Ball cube! Ball cube! Shit! I couldn't type it fast enough. Damn it!
It's like the override.
Okay.
The override.
Okay, here we go. Right. Flex
Oh
my
my
knowledge here.
gosh. I've had. Oh
Uh-oh.
shit! I left the game.
Come back.
no!
I think you can use the same link in
No.
chat.
Can I come back?
Yeah, you can come back.
Let me in! Oh, there's
That's
an
vague.
advert.
That's the worst
vaguely
I've ever
phallic.
drawn something like that, but hey.
Don't give me an advert for a dating show. Right, there we go.
All right,
Okay.
welcome back.
Damn, we just all guessed it in one big shot.
Oh, there it was.
Sure.
No.
There you go. Oh, no. There you are. Thank you.
Yes.
To be fair, it is emanating from the deflector area.
I'm sorry if the tractor
Yeah.
mount is not close enough to the deflector beam for you, but I like to mount mine close enough so the power efficiency is better.
You dork.
Yeah.
To go back to the previous point, yes, Trek fans really are picky.
Boom!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Bingo.
There we go.
Wow. I think it was the top and the bottom, isn't it? That's where you're kind of like, well, what does both?
Also, if someone could go back and check what racing score was before they dropped out, so we know what their final score actually is.
Let's just assume she won.
Yay.
What?
Again?
It's not. Surely not.
No, how do I do?
Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh.
You got it.
No, and I put a fucking equal sign in the front of it, so it didn't take it. So I thought, oh, it's not transporter? Okay.
Oh god. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Right.
To be fair, all
Oh,
three had already been
rotate.
done before, so
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the odds of the same What the Dub clip coming out twice in the same time?
Let me. No.
It is like it is like the match game. It's like, how transporter use it?
Right. Ignore that scribble. I can't seem to change colors, but
Okay.
it's gonna be black. Auto got enough frozen belt.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
Yeah, there we go. I tried to do brown, but I couldn't.
When there was no hair on it, I thought it was Picard.
Never do him that bad.
As you do.
Green.
This is green.
this is great.
What?
Four words.
Oh
4 letters.
Just one word.
Yeah, sorry, 4 letters.
no.
Oh. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh no, it's not that.
What?
Oh! Of course. Of course, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny how singing it makes everyone just go, oh.
There we go. I thought it was Vina because they were
Yeah.
green. That's why I kept
So
on
did-
clicking
so
it
did-
because I thought I'd spelled it wrong.
So racist.
Who knew that
So
the
did all of
Gorge
us.
and the Ryan Vina had the same fashion sense?
Oh boy. Alright, I'm going for it.
By the way,
All
folks in chat, if you can think of some drawable Star Trek phrases, go ahead and throw them in our show channel, and we'll maybe add them for next time.
Emphasis on drawable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
Oh.
Ah.
There you go. Okay.
I can't believe that this is actually getting people to guess it, because this looks awful to me.
Did I get it? Yes.
There you go. Just need to put a couple of snakes on there. Picture of Beverly Crushed
Yeah.
on the side. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
What?
Right.
Okay.
It's an R.
you could have done much better than this.
I could have. Okay, let me.
What?
Hey, I got it right after auto, so I'm happy about that. You're not gonna draw like Infinity Stones, anything like that?
I'm drawing a blank here.
I'm so confused.
Okay, hang on. Let me get it.
Okay, what's the most RNG bull?
Oh.
Oh, for God's sake! Of course, my hate gauntlet.
Yeah, fuck the gauntlet.
Yeah, do 2 people and then the little numbers.
Yeah, I thought that might be too obvious. Ooh, fine tip.
Yeah, you don't want them to actually guess what the thing is.
Yeah, of course.
What?
And then...
Oh, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Is that a gnome?
What?
It's a Smurf.
What if I...
No, it's actually really good.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Mm.
I literally just got him in a behold the other day.
Who? What? Oh. Damn it.
Yeah. I chose green for a reason. That's meant to be the little pencil mustache.
So my
Yes.
first thought was
Racing was
Kesha
followed by comma.
Fuck, I did it again.
Oh gosh!
Wow.
Amazing.
This is dumb. This is dumb.
We didn't have enough words, so we probably should have stopped at 4 rounds. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, it's okay. This is
Ooh.
3 points.
this is great.
Okay, there's one that I could do, but I don't think I can, so I'll go easy.
Oh, those are the best ones.
I didn't think I could do medicine.
Yeah, that one's a little trickier.
Okay, and then do that. Uh-huh.
Odo's
then-
bucket.
Odo's bucket, I beg your pardon. Oh, why can't I go along and choose a colour? There we go. No, I don't want privacy settings.
Suez Canal.
I want to change it to black. There we go.
Bring it home.
Oh, stars me on.
This is so not accurate. I am so sorry.
What?
Boom!
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
I
I'm
have
the
to
only one who-
critique your choice of skin color.
Yeah. They didn't. There was no beige. So.
I would have gone with green.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did get it to the ears. The ears sold it.
It's spark.
Spark.
Oh my god.
It's like I'm going down like the Titanic, but I'm happy I got that one.
Actually, you're beating me. I'm coming last. Oh no. Oh no, sorry.
Hang on.
What? Hang on.
Okay.
This is a random assemblage of black lines.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yep.
the blue helped.
Yeah, the blue is what helps.
This is blue.
I do like that Idle defaulted to fucking the Enterprise A, I think that is.
Yeah, Enterprise Warp. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? How you guys get this?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fucking horror, Mrs. Doubtfire. No, I can't get it. What?
Hello. You can't get that.
Is it the fucking Corona? Kazon?
Energy whip.
Oh!
Should have done some Latinum. Yeah.
I just fucking typed it! God damn it.
It's like that is a better Ferengi than I thought I could come up with in
It's not
20
bad.
seconds.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Oh, I need to find a tip for this.
Really?
Fuck off, stars!
Stars!
I fucking tried anything! Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
What did you do?
I can't even draw. I can't draw. Why can't I draw?
Well,
How the hell did you know that?
Oh, because I'm an eraser.
because we'd already done it before.
Yeah, it's popped up before.
This is kind of a one-time treat because we don't have enough words. So, boy, that guy is hanging dong right now.
Yes. I got it the second time. Trash. Yeah.
Fucking, I didn't even draw anything and you got it. Wow.
Like you took 100 years to start drawing something.
To be fair, I did Transporter 3 times, so
Yeah.
this is how Robin Hood started.
Yes!
How did Idle get it?
Because me and stars were like that.
Yeah, we know. And then...
Oh, hang on.
Oh, dude,
I would have had this as
seriously?
2 words.
How did you get that fast?
I would have this as 2 words, but never mind.
Okay.
Oh, we
It's
have...
small, look little, tiny.
Oh, she's.
Oh god, this.
Yep. There it is.
Oh boy!
What is wrong with his hand?
Yeah. But like Freddy Krueger almost fits there, so
Fuck off, guys. All right, I'm not doing this for you anymore. Make your own goddamn words.
We love you.
Oh, I got it right.
I'm
sorry.
Get it.
Hey! Well done, stars.
That was really good, Stars.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, you crushed it, man. No, so what happened is I switched off of my mic to my earpieces, and so my mic is off to the side now,
Crippled
and
turkey.
the baby found it and is like singing into it. Oh no! Now we're coming. Now we're coming.
So
up.
cute.
The dulcet tones.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, we're 3 hours in. Do we want to do What the Dub?
I will tap out, but you guys can go ahead.
I mean,
We did promise it.
I'm here.
We did
We did promise it.
Shy Porn says yes. Okay,
All right,
let's do it.
Shy's in.
Okay.
Shy's in.
Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Let
You're
me
right.
We're going on.
thumbs up.
Uh,
Auto, fabulous to see you. As
Thanks for
always.
coming on, Racing.
We love you, Otto.
Jump.
We do. Right. Let me start it up, and we shall start some What the Dub. No, I have actually fixed the crashing scene now, so hopefully.
What?
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm
Change the record, Daddy-O. It's time for What the Dub!
Hang on. Is that
What's
one?
the room code?
Hang on, I haven't told you yet.
Oh, okay.
I need to turn the volume down a little bit.
Right. Do I click watch stream on the thing to actually see it?
Yes.
I think it gives you. Oh yeah, because it doesn't.
Yeah, watch stream
show
on
you
this
idle
Discord,
stuff.
and you will see it live, so you'll get the advantage. Okay. And Do you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to stop streaming a second because I need to give you guys... We'll do us four first, and then we will do everyone in chat next. So let me stop streaming a second. So let me start a new game.
Oh.
And I'll put the I'll put the code in our show chat. And it is... It's that.
Oh,
code.
what's the URL?
Playwhatthedub.com.
Playwhatwtd.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play WTD for all, yes.
Oh, Stars is in there. Look at that.
Oh, I think I'm in.
You are.
I've got those video game player reflexes. That's what I got.
You're a pro gamer. I forgot what the code was. Oh, there it is.
Professionalism.
Hey!
Professionalism.
I'm in. Alright, so that's 4.
Have a good one, Cold. You can watch this on the
nice
board.
one. Thank you for coming, Cold. Alright, Stars, you're in charge.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Right, let's go.
Welcome to What the Dub. The rules.
We know how to play.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, my thing froze for a second there. I couldn't see or hear anything.
Here we go.
There, you see? I told you it wouldn't take long. Is it true?
Yeah, go ahead.
14 varieties, and they can't even get plain tomato soup right.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, there we go.
Enter your dub.
12 rounds of tomato soup jokes.
Okay.
I can't think of anything, shit.
Shy crack. Love that.
Hang on.
Yeah, there you go. You get it.
There we go.
Alright. See, I told you it wouldn't take long. Is it true?
The replicator got promoted before you, Harry.
Oh, that's brutal.
14 varieties, and they can't even get plain tomato soup right. There, you see? I told you it wouldn't take long. Is it true?
No, yes, no, yes, yes. You love Italian. No, yes.
14 varieties, and they can't even get plain tomato soup right. There, you see? I told you it wouldn't take long. Is it true?
That I was secretly one of Wesley's friends before he went to go travel the universe to find 14 varieties of tomato soup? No, Harry, that's bullshit.
14 varieties, and they can't even get plain tomato soup right. There, you see? I told you it wouldn't take long. Is it true?
What? That I pulled packs for Jankum Shrek? Yes, I did.
14 varieties, and they can't even get plain tomato soup right.
Jankum Shrek.
There, you see? I told you it wouldn't take long.
Ooh, 5th entry.
Is it true?
I killed Nicholas Locarno and I'm wearing his skin. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
14
that went
varieties,
there.
and they can't even get plain tomato
Hannibal
soup
Lecter
right.
energy, that is.
Time to place your vote, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Chat, you can vote if you hit exclamation mark vote and then the number you want to vote for.
Oh my days. I have to go. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. I'm having a good time. I'm glad we decided to do this.
I have not laughed this much for quite a while.
That's the plan.
We need to get you on again, Racing Liners.
Definitely.
Oh, I'd love to come on. I would love to be on another show. This has been amazing.
We need to have an Enterprise-themed chill stream. We'll do that.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see where I went.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, that was you.
Wow,
that was me, yeah.
Oh, cheers, Big.
I will say mine was, I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Round 2.
But I couldn't give up the voyage home.
Ooh.
Fool.
Time to shake the world, kid. Enter your dub.
Oh, how do I word this? To make sure the joke comes across.
Especially with the voice that reads them out. Did you manage to reconnect, Shy? Let us know. Actually, Shy, just jump back in. Just come and chat if you're there. Come to the call.
Okay.
There it is. Boom. See you later, Cranky. Thank you for joining us.
Have a go on,
Tell me
Cranky.
what to do. My hair doesn't have to be that high. It's just right.
Powerful hair.
Wow.
Don't you see? We can be together. This show is going to be greenlit next week. You know, sometimes I think I'd like to always be sitting down. And to not have to talk. I think I'd like that.
Ooh.
Oh.
I really think I should pull packs for Jaglem Shrek. Smash Mouth, Mike Myers, Voyager 150, it can't miss.
Fragrance-free Vaseline, say
I can't help
nothing.
myself, I bought packs for Shrek. If only somebody once told me.
What did you think was the best?
Oh my word. Yeah, I have to go with that. Vote in chat, guys. Hey Frag, how you doing? We did miss you. We were talking about Gillian Taylor earlier. All the whales you can eat.
Yeah, no, we were talking about Voyage Home. That would have been the most on-point thing.
Yeah. All the whales you could eat?
They even appeared in Pictionary.
They did. They did, yes.
They did.
I still can't get over when we were talking to...
Oh, here we go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Fury, and she was just like, it was Gracie. It was Gracie. Straight off.
This game
that's
is
not
actually...
my fault. You need to be here more, Frag. Come on.
One word.
Wow.
Yes!
Yeah, that was the one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The joke landed. I'm so happy.
Man, I suck this week. What is wrong with my jokes?
Isn't that a feeling when it's like you plan something out and then it just hits?
Not your fault. Genetically engineered or not. I guess. Let's get a drink in.
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
I'm not proud of myself, but I kind of am.
Yeah, this is... This is pretty bog standard, but I had to go there.
I'm just gonna very quickly run for a comfort break. I will hopefully be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, please. Oh boy.
See, this game is better to play semi-anonymously because then you can just write anything you want.
Yeah, it's true. Now you have to own your words and actions.
Oh, I apologise for nothing for this next one.
Oh, did I not go through? Did my?
No, you're not yet.
Yeah,
evidently not.
Did you hit enter?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I might just have to do that.
Does it task you, Shy? Does it task
Yeah.
Did you ask?
It did disconnect me.
Did you ask the game if you could enter? Consent is important.
It's true. There's someone you forgot to ask, and then there's just Khan in the background.
Have you checked with your local augment today? Okay.
I can't believe I let him get to me. Not your fault. Genetically engineered or not.
You're still a cunt.
Jesus.
Let's get a drink.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe I let him get to me.
Oh wow, that was quite the clip to come back on.
Genetically engineered or not.
You're still a very, very hammy actor.
Oh, he got better.
Let's get a drink.
Fancy
I can't believe I
car.
let him get to me. Not your fault. Genetically engineered or not.
You'll always be tier 1 in my heart.
Aww.
Aww.
I guess.
The true romantic powerhouse of DS9.
I can't believe I let him get to me. Not your fault. Genetically engineered or not.
You're still a poncy British twit that can only bed women who haven't realized they're actually gay yet.
Oh my word!
I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
I can't believe I let him get to me.
Oh my gosh.
Not your fault. Genetically engineered or not.
Garrick's animal magnetism is impossible to ignore.
Yes.
Let's get a drink in.
Round's over.
Okay.
Let's vote.
Oh,
For context, Raceland, as you saw all of them, you didn't miss
Yeah.
any of them, thankfully.
Yeah, you were
that's
there.
fine. Awesome.
Vote in chat.
What are you drinking, incidentally, Racing?
Oh yeah.
Brothers alcohol-free toffee apple cider.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Because I'm teetotal,
Ah,
so I don't
okay.
drink alcohol. But alcohol-free
Oh,
options
you
are
and
like really good
stars.
these days.
You and
So.
stars, yeah.
But you missed the horrible taste of alcohol, so.
Oh man, that's kind of why I don't drink. So yeah.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I don't drink either.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only Idle and Auto that are the alcoholics around here.
Hey Big, do you still like whiskey?
Someone's got it made in the shade.
Very much, sir.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a
sure this is
refined
it.
gentleman's taste. I knew that was you, Idle. I had to go for you. Thank you, Shy and Big.
I had the audience vote. I just kept. Sorry, yeah.
Cheers, audience.
Yeah, I'm being too nice. I didn't.
Round 4.
You guys saw how full this bottle was when I started, and it's.
Oh wow.
Why should I trust you?
Oh.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
Why should I trust you? I can't think of anything. Oh my god.
It's the ones that are really open-ended that
Yeah,
are the
that's
hardest
so
ones, aren't
Yeah.
hard.
Which direction do I go with this?
I can't spell.
Oh my gosh, I've got nothing.
Yeah, I need to. I'm going to do some more clips. I'll try and get ones that are more focused to something. But it is not. Oh man, need to keep
I'm glad you kept him. I'm glad.
There we go. That is the best I could do.
Why should I trust you?
Because the script says you should, you doofus. Do you want those UPN
Doofus.
checks to keep clearing or not, Bacula?
UPN days.
Different time.
Oh wow, loop straight in. That's amazing.
Because if you were any other man, I would kill you where you stand.
Nice, very good.
Why should I trust you?
Because our foreheads are nearly the same size. They're almost identical. Identical.
Why should I trust you?
Because I know the show's writing is enjoyable in Series 4.
Wow.
Season 3 is good too.
Why should I trust you?
Because if you don't, I'll knock you on your Vulcan ass.
Oh boy.
Vote for your favorite dub.
Oh man.
What to choose from? Yeah. Okay.
There's two that I really like, but
Thank you, Low Cost Monkey. Thank you for coming.
Yes, you've been an absolute delight, Locust Monkey, as always.
we love you, Monkey.
Yes. Yes.
This song will be in your head all night.
It's fine, I can clear it out.
Hustle!
I'll get the Pulp
Katie,
Fiction bits
aren't
out.
you meant to be working? Get out of here.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Idol.
You're welcome.
Poignant.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well done, Shy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, racing.
Okay.
Wow, I went from like best to worst.
martini
That's
glass.
awful.
Those, with the later
Final
points,
round.
later rounds get the most points.
Okay.
Alright. Oh.
Oh, I literally just watched this today.
Time to let your ambitions soar.
That's it.
Oh, there's so many possibilities. Terrible possibilities here.
Thing is, I can actually remember what I did the last time this was a clip.
Oh, wow.
I probably shouldn't repeat it because it did really well, but it was quite funny. So I will go with the new one instead.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not hearing that mechanical keyboard going mad. Oh.
We may be Eskimo brothers, but just remember, you're the younger one. Get it? Because you were after me. With Troy. Because we both dated Troy.
God.
So how's your cushy at Pay Station job?
A pay station.
It's a pay station.
I think that was meant to say space.
Deanna says she's down. Smooth as an android's bottom, a wharf. And then the tard said, "It's okay, I just had a new port installed for specifically this situation, and you know what, never mind."
Wow, that was like rapid fire.
Wow.
I think I know what I'm going for. So good. Quick and fast, just like Worf likes it. Insurrection is so good for Worf clips. He is like a comic foil. Yeah. He is the comic foil out of the entire film.
Peak comedy in Insurrection with Worf.
Insurrection's great. I love Insurrection.
Have you noticed how your boobs are starting to firm up? Not really care about such things in this day and age.
The fine episode.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Shy.
Oh, there it is. So good.
No words. No words.
Oh, no one voted for mine.
Oh, sorry.
I really suck. Oh, no,
Yes,
I suck
Someone
today.
saw that I meant to say space.
Yeah.
You meant to say space.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey!
Oh!
You won the other one.
Impressive.
Well done, Stars. Well done.
All right, we will do.
Thank you.
We'll do one more, and we will let everyone in, or anyone that wants to come. I'll back out because I suck. So we will let anyone who wants to come in. Racing, you are
Appreciate
legally.
your one idol.
Brains, brawn, good looks.
Actually, no, I didn't
Oh,
suck
you
it
just edged me out.
That's what I do.
You beat me, you ass.
That's what I get for voting for you.
Right, new players. Free for all. Everyone join in. Max of 6. There's your code. DHHN. Racing, you are legally obliged to join because you are a guest, so you have to play.
Okay.
I will back out this time.
Oh, lost connection to host.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's no good.
There you are.
Cool. I just tried it anyway.
Evans is in.
I'm just gonna let other people get in so that I'll come in last if no one else wants to join in. So I think we've lost a few people, so I don't know how many people are around.
Yeah, I don't seem to be connecting either.
Oh dear.
Well, I want Shy in there.
I just pressed join anyway, and it seemed to work. So.
Yeah, you're in. You're in.
Well,
me,
you
and
Shy.
Evans
as well.
Evans of Wales is in also.
Evans OW. Hey.
There's Stars.
Two more.
Come on, anyone
Those
else?
mods.
Anyone else? If not,
Katie,
I'll join.
get in here. Katie, come on.
I want to see the wit.
Nobody.
Friends. Come on.
Nobody can be worse than my stupid tard joke, so you're fine.
I voted for it. I liked it.
I loved the tard joke.
Go on, Shy. Go.
Oh, okay. Then my UPN joke. Nobody can be worse than my UPN joke. All right, we've only got 4 in, and two more.
All right. I'll come in.
This is because it's so late, I suppose.
Yeah. It's nearly midnight. Oh my god.
Oh, Nifty's in. Shy, you
Nifty!
want in? Shy, you want to get in?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in, but it's not not connecting.
Reload the webpage or reload your browser or whatever.
Give it one more shot.
I'd rather have you in than me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Did you disengage the external inertial dampener?
Alright, Captain Pike.
Have you tried an inverse tachyon pulse?
Have you tried rerouting it through the secondary command ISO processor?
God help you if you need any gel packs.
Have you tried removing the cheese from the gel packs?
We're almost done.
Did you take the cheese to sickbay?
And then take the sickbay into the airlock. And then flush it all out.
Is it connecting you? If it's not, then
it's not. No,
it just doesn't seem like it's.
Oh no.
Hey, there you are. You're in. You're in.
You're in.
There we go.
Oh, you're in.
Yes.
Success.
Blah. Today's a good day to meme.
Welcome to What the Dub. The rules are simple.
As-
Each round, a video will play.
Yeah.
Nice.
As someone at work
Alright.
always says when they're done with the microwave, you're in, wee wee.
Round 1.
Where were you last night?
Oh.
Decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show? That bad?
Enter your dub.
Oh.
111 seconds to go to the toilet.
I don't care how the voting goes. I'm really proud of this one.
Same.
Me too, actually. I'm right there with you, Pig.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have to make yourself laugh first on these things, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have dozens of YouTube videos that are just to amuse myself. It's like, only I get this joke.
Ah, still waiting on Nifty. Oh no! Poor Nifty.
Oh, is he lost? Is he out?
Everything froze apparently. Ah, he's there.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
He's there. We're there.
Oh, there we go.
Where were you
Nice.
last night?
Awesome.
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
All of Trip and Malcolm's best legendaries.
That bad?
Oh, I
Where
get
were
to
you
vote.
last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
The shipwide orgy ran out of lube, and Phlox got stuck.
Oh my.
Where were you last night?
Oh my god.
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
A comprehensive list of all WRG fuck-ups in reverse alphabetical order.
Ooh, spicy.
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
The last episode of our show.
That bad?
Yeah, These Other Voyages doesn't exist.
Decided to turn in early.
Doesn't
Didn't
exist.
You
happen.
didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
Effective diplomacy, the Jonathan Archer story.
That bad?
Where were you last night?
I decided to turn in early.
Well, you didn't miss much.
What'd they show?
The Shota movie with that Matt Winston guy earlier in the credits.
That bad?
Vote or don't. The choice is
Vote Nifty. TikTok.
Do it.
There you go. We got
That's
it.
right.
He's done.
Go away for chat to vote now.
You're almost out of time.
There we go.
A little dependent on going last.
I appreciate you, Big.
Oh,
wow. Nicely done, Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sorry,
guys.
I'm out.
So little time. Let's get into it.
Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people?
No time to waste. Enter your dubs now.
When you can't Alan Moraine. Third shop.
So this is Bashir speaking, right?
Yeah.
This is, yes. Just before he picks up a glass of whatever's on the tray.
Oh, no, actually. That.
Just gonna see how much antimatter my 10-hour voyage has got.
Only 10 hours.
I know, it's so fickle. Probably died at like 9:59. I had one die at 9:24 the other day. I was so pissed.
Oh, man.
Ooh, big and nifty. Big's got the Texas brain freeze going on.
Yep.
That accent, my god.
See, and the funny thing is, it's like I sound as un-Texan as you could possibly sound.
That's the joke.
The problem with the Texan brain freeze is that they're not connected to the rest of the national grid, so there's no way to heat the brain. If
Yeah.
Wow.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Once it goes under, there's no saving us.
You're almost out of time.
That's an inside baseball U.S. joke.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Inside baseball, minor
talking to
human
us on the
tragedy.
bus.
Baseball.
Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people?
Is there anyone who will go out on a date with me here?
Why are you doing this to us?
Oh, that's funny.
What is wrong with you people?
It's the tang. It's making them really want to hear our singing voices.
Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people? Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people?
I'm a tier 3 crew. Don't you know who I am?
Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people?
Is this the season where I get better character development? Is Lore here yet?
Why are you doing this to us? What is wrong with you people?
It's no use, Major. They're literally huffing farts. And that gas. So are we.
Sneeze.
Time to vote.
I have to go for that one.
See, I normally play this game kind of tactically, where I try and vote for the things that I think are not going to get votes. But now I'm just voting for the stuff I really like.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, but
is
play for
the
fun.
best use of a sound effect answer. I've heard, so. I actually should have voted for that one.
So my voyage.
I
actually
almost
has,
did. I almost did.
Sorry, my voyage actually has 1,100 antimatter at 10 hours, so I'm kind of gonna let that ride.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I've got Shima
Live
service as well.
12-hour voyage watch.
Nice.
So that 11-hour, 43-minute voyage.
Yeah, that's the good. That's the good shit.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I have it in for Bashir this year. For some
You do.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. I was your audience vote there.
Man, 0 points.
Oh man, feels bad.
I should have voted for bomb dropping.
Oh, DS9 themed.
Right?
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
Man, I could go with so many things right now. Why is always the clips when I'm not playing? answer is in chat.
It's not a bad one, Idle. Not bad.
Yeah, I know.
For context and for podcast listeners, because I can do it too, your underwear is now alphabetically sorted.
The podcast won't be listened to. I will cut this from the podcast because this is so boring to listen to when you're on the car. Believe me, I've done it. That's the only problem when we play What the Dub is I have to do about 10% more editing.
But you have so much fun.
Yeah. One on the day means more work your way.
It's fine. I'll just make it 2 months late like I usually do.
Isn't it literally 2 cuts?
Yeah, pretty much. I've just got to find out where What the Dub starts and then just do a pan out. And that's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, that's 200% more work. What do you?
It's not just export. Anyway.
All right.
I do love this episode of DS9.
Third floor, haberdasher.
Yes, that's amazing.
You need to talk to your contractor about where they've installed the transporter and bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Let's be real, Core. We all expected me to come out of the closet at some point.
Oh my god.
My face hurts.
Mine too.
Mr. Darcy has called for you. He's in the arboretum.
Oh my god, these are all brilliant.
Here's Brunty.
There are no weak links. Who do I vote for?
It's me, Jeffrey.
Oh, this is a tough category.
Tough.
There are no losers here. I mean, whoever wins this, but just that might be the greatest round we've ever done.
Yeah, it might well be.
Good job, guys.
It's
Good
top
job.
tier.
It's me, Jeffrey.
Oi, it's me, Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just sad it won't read the elongated here for the shadow.
Yeah.
Here's Brunty.
Third floor haberdashery.
Not to tip your
Just
hand
got
which one's
me.
yours.
That just got me.
It's really
So
brilliant.
good. That's so good. Oh wow.
I liked it big.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's what it is. Yes. Oh,
There
well
it
done,
is.
Stars.
So good.
Yeah, I knew I had no chance the second that appeared. I was like,
Yeah.
It's the fact that that
Yeah.
one was first. It's like, yeah. You know.
my Jane Austen is not going to compete with.
I liked it though.
No.
It's actually absurd.
Take it home.
Yes. Not those colorful metaphors that we've discussed. I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
Well,
I see.
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
I've got something for it. It's terrible. I'm not playing. Yeah. Put my answer in chat.
Oh.
Game faces are on now.
No, I'm gonna lose this spectacularly, but I'm having a wonderful time.
Me too. Me too.
Stars is just gonna sweep this whole game night.
Yeah, I think Stars is
Stars is on a roll,
here.
man.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't submitted yet. You put the pressure on now. Don't flake now, Stars. Just concentrate on what you really want to put that's funny and make it real funny.
Wow, should I make it too absurdist? Is this too much? Have I written too much? Maybe I should go simple. Kids, keep it simple, stupid. No, what?
Oh no! Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Oh, I'm overthinking it. Oh no!
I should put the jewelry on, turn away from the mirror, then look back, and the first thing I notice, I should take that off, right? Same thing works in comedy.
Oh my god.
Hurry up.
It's the number of letters.
Yes. About those colorful metaphors that we discussed. I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
Well, shitty bang bang. Well, it just doesn't work.
Spot. About those colorful metaphors that we've discussed.
Oh, dear.
I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
You need to work on your syntactical construction, Spock. Bitches are not shit, just doesn't hit the same as bitches ain't shit.
Spock. Yes. About those colorful metaphors that we've discussed. I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
Humans of this time period did not normally refer to strangers as punk-ass bitches, and then say neener neener.
Those colorful metaphors that we've discussed. I don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
It doesn't mean you write them out in crayon.
About those colorful metaphors that we've discussed.
That actually took me a
I
second.
don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
It's not like you're Mamet or Tarantino, man. Stay in your fucking lane, Nemor.
That sounds like something Shatner would say.
Those colorful metaphors that we've discussed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dear.
don't think you should try using them anymore.
Why not?
Only I get paid enough to call people double dumbass.
Vote or don't.
The pitching on that last one was impeccable.
I'm trying not to laugh too loud because I think my parents have gone to bed.
I really,
For a good
really
cause.
want. This is a really strong round.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm actually crying.
I mean, it's no third floor haberdashery, but
I kind of want to use that in regular sentences now. Well, there's no third floor haberdashery, but it'll do.
Oh my god.
And then Otto will show up next week and we'll make a third floor haberdashery joke and he won't know what the fuck we're talking
No,
about.
oh no, too busy recovering from laughing.
Yeah, thank you.
That was brilliant, Stars.
I appreciated it big.
I voted for it.
Thank you.
You're a certified dreamboat. Yowza!
thank you, audience.
Fine, cool. I'm having a wonderful time.
Grab your
regardless.
martini glass. Next up, the final round.
All right.
Here it is.
Why does V'ger travel to the third planet of the solar system directly ahead?
What are you waiting for? Enter your
Short
dub.
I need a woodblock. I'm going to buy a woodblock for this. Ireland has always been a tough one. I need to find that because obviously being UK, we don't have Paramount Plus yet. We need to find that motion picture 4K remaster.
Is it not coming out on DVD?
Like in April next year or something.
Oh,
ages away.
what?
Yeah. But I want to see it now.
I think Paramount Plus is meant to be coming here in the summer, but obviously the summer's like really vague.
Yeah. Which
Yeah, no, summer doesn't narrow down. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a British summer, in which case it's coming in January.
It'll be there for like 1 week at the end of July and then gone.
Yeah. Ooh. 50. Shy.
Now it's Shy's turn to overthink it.
Have you done it too long, Shy? Do you think maybe you need to scale it back?
I wish it was that, but it.
Did you use colourful metaphors? Did you use too many
just my
colourful
computer
metaphors?
acting slow.
Oh no. That's fine.
Yeah, just my computer's too. I couldn't even get the whole thing in.
Why does V'ger travel to the third planet of the solar system directly ahead?
It seeks to learn all that is learnable. This includes the words clunge, mingen, wanker, tosser, Nadine Dorries, and fucknugget.
Why does V'ger travel to the third planet of the solar system directly ahead?
Oh wow, that's.
Why are we
neat.
here? What's life all about? Is God really real? Or is there some doubt?
Why does
But tonight we're going to sort it all out.
Don't look at me, Captain. I explicitly told it not to. I told V'ger it wasn't worth the heartburn.
Why does V'ger travel to the third planet of the solar system directly ahead?
Because YOLO bitch.
Why does V'ger travel to the third planet of the solar system directly ahead?
To catch up on the what the dub action.
Which dub did you like best? Vote now!
There's a clear winner. There is a clear winner.
Did mine not even register?
No,
Mine didn't even go in, did it?
I've gone through in
It
time.
didn't get in.
Mine was, why is Captain Kirk climbing a mountain?
Oh.
Oh,
It wouldn't go through.
damn.
That's a
That
good
would
one.
have been good.
That
was
would
a good one.
Great. Oh my god.
You're almost out of time.
Yeah, there's a pretty clear bitch. There's a pretty clear winner here.
Not to tip,
I just want to see
tip your hand there, Stars.
Oh, I didn't write that one. I wish I had.
No, I wish I had too.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Racing. Thank
Oh
you.
no! Come on. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Well done, Racing.
What a way to end.
Wow.
Oh my god, 5,000 points.
That might be enough points.
Yeah,
to
that might
win.
be it.
And here's
No.
Did you win? You might have won.
Hey!
You did!
I finally won one!
Way to go!
Cinderella story. Out of nowhere.
At the end.
Because if you're gonna win the what the dog
Crowd
is with
going
YOLO
wild.
bitch.
Can you think of a better way to end the
The end
stream?
of the
Because I
proverbial
can.
road. Let's take a look at the score.
Very
Oh
good.
wow.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Very good. We had a fun time. Shy, thanks for dropping in. Always a pleasure.
Twice.
We did just crash your stream.
Damn right. Always the best when we get a Shy.
But I was called out.
Too right you were.
So good.
Racing, absolutely fantastic to have you on this week. You've been
Thank you
absolute
so
delight.
so much for having me. This has
You're coming
been
back. We need you back
Absolutely.
again.
so
You're
much
so
fun.
good.
I've had
Absolutely are.
such a blast. Thank you so much.
Too right. So next week we are going to revisit Armada. We're gonna have
Oh, at long last.
at long
oh, wow.
last we're hopefully going to finish Armada I Barely Assimilated Her. We'll be doing that, and then the week after that is Timelines Talks number 69.
Nice.
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 With Cold is coming on with us to do that, so we will have an appropriately themed episode, won't we, Stars? You've been preparing something
We
for
will.
that, haven't you?
I have something ready. I have something ready.
Yeah. And obviously we won't mention that in front of Big's children. That's very inappropriate. Hello!
Hi.
A final note, thank you everyone that donated. During this stream, we've hit over £2,600. We've donated another £100 this stream. We'll keep the link open, please. bit.ly/ttcharity22. It'll be open for a little bit longer. If you fancy or know anyone that wants to donate, we are ever grateful for everyone that's done. We're sort of very thankful for the charity event, and very thankful, Shai, for your amazing mannequin and the amazing Harry Kim.
There he is.
There he is. Shai, final parting words. Does Harry have anything to say for us as we leave?
Poop pee.
We'll see you next week.